tax money goes to NASA at the tune of $56 million a day, and they're giving us fake pictures of Earth. Did you know that, sir?
Who that knocking at it though?
So do you think that the Americans landed on the moon in the 1960s? Paper thin, fake moon. How's it going, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Flat Earth Digest Live. I am your host, Horry, with the Horry Sheet Show, and we've also got the Flat Smackers Live channel going. But guys, I need you to migrate over to the Horry Sheet Show channel for this broadcast. So everybody over there in the Flat Smackers Live channel, head on over to the Horry Sheet Show channel because this is Flat Earth Digest Live episode 13. Now, something just doesn't feel quite right about this. I think I'm gonna have to, do something here. Let me invite Sweet Caroline. That's much better. Hey, why don't you sit here?
I will.
Sit here. Now, I couldn't do a show without you because it's just been too long. I hope you were not doing anything. Did I interrupt when I beamed you in?
I had nothing on my agenda.
Good.
I was having a boring night, so this is good.
Fantastic. I heard you were playing Scrabble somewhere, and it just wasn't working out for you. So
Solitaire.
Same thing.
Yes.
All right, guys. So with Caroline, I would like you to say hi to everybody in the chat, and you might want to use your phone because what I'll be doing is sending all the links out. I'll be sending the show link to everybody on Facebook. And by the way, this is your chance to share the show link too. We've got a good show coming up for you. We're going to talk about the eclipse. We're going to talk about the backside of the moon picture. We're going to talk about a new channel, a couple of other things. So stay tuned. And take it away, Caroline.
Just NASA lies about everything was first, and definitely deserves a blue wrench.
Oh, you're gonna make me wrench people right now. Okay, hold on.
And also Josh from Oregon.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And Josh from Oregon.
Hi,
yes. Hey, Josh.
Sorry.
Hi,
Bates.
Joshy.
Joshy is Josh. Uber Joshy. Everyone's got their own name.
Okay.
Yeah, I see. Oh my god, I should have put my glasses on. Chris Murator. Hey, Ace is here. Dark Cloud NC. And Scotty Storm. Ted Summer. Hey, Ted. And Steve. I didn't say hi to you guys. I know you said hi to me, so here's my hi to you too. And, see. Rambo Jambo. Hey there, how's it going? And who else do we have? Walter. Hi, Walter. Always nice to see you. And Sean Hutton. And Jake Droppy. Jake Droppy?
Is that a name?
Is that a name? Jake Droppy?
GK Droppy?
I've never heard of you.
We've not seen you before. Welcome to the Horry Sheet Show.
Yes. Hello. And I think that's everybody. I hope I haven't missed anybody. But
good. Just about done. So yeah.
And I went in here and told everybody to go to your channel, but I think this is... I get confused because this one looks like it says Flat Earth Digest Live, and I thought that was the name of the channel, but it's under the Horry Show.
Yeah,
so we're all good. You guys are good. Sorry about the confusion.
Are you confusing everybody, Caroline?
Confusion is my superpower. That and distraction. So, Angel Raven 444, yo to you too. Nice to see you. So, it's getting way too damn cold here, man.
Oh, you know what? Winter is something else. Somebody posted a funny meme on the Facebook the other day, and it was, winter must be really, really mad. Because I'm sure it's like he's trying to storm out the room, but Winter keeps coming back, and he's like, and another thing. Because
we don't want any more other things.
We don't want it.
We're done.
Go away.
Yeah, I mean,
almost
the
done.
lows are still in the 30s here in Arizona. I swear it's gotten colder. This is the coldest it's been for a long time, and the longest. So I am ready for winter to be over.
Yes, me too. Yeah. Me too. All right, so we're going to get underway here. I'm posting all the links. Again, posting all the links to Facebook groups. And if you have a favorite Facebook group or 2 or 3, go ahead and send the link on over there as well. Every little bit helps because this is going to be a good show.
Hey, Peanuts Clark. How'd you like that show last night?
Oh.
D Marbles.
Oh, gosh. Did you guys see that? Put a number 1 in the chat if you saw the D Marble. It was a week. I think it was the weekly wrap up or something. What was it? The weekly wrap up? Okay.
Yeah, and it had Roxanne, Bob from Glowbusters, and it had Vegan Warrior.
It was dynamite.
Yeah, it was a lot of
cray cray.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do we have for you tonight? All right, let's get it started. Let's get it started.
Well, hold on. If we're gonna say something like that,
I can't
maybe
believe you interrupted me.
I know it's your show, and I interrupted you. Maybe you should tell the audience what happened, because they're asking what happened. There's several people who.
Oh, a lot of people are like, "What?"
Well,
okay.
Josh Morgan didn't. Yeah. So.
Well, do you guys want to know what happened in the
Yeah.
Oh, they already.
Woo!
Yeah, they're ready. All right.
Yeah.
So anyway, Vegan Warrior. VW, Vegan Warrior, he decided to have a very, very strong opinion when he went into D Marble's podcast with Bob from Glowbusters and Roxanne Glenn, the globalist denier. And it sounded like Bob was going in there to talk about the dome, right?
The mud floods in Tartaria.
Oh well. Oh, okay. Was that what he came in to talk?
He
Okay, so
Tartaria.
So at least they had a Tartaria conversation at some point, and then Vegan Warrior came in there, and he was like, "Why are y'all talking about this Tartaria stuff? It's just derailing." His word was derailing the movement, and he was specifically talking to Bob, saying, "Bob, you are derailing the flat Earth movement." And Bob just came unglued, rightfully so, because I mean we all know Bob. Even the disclaimer of that very show was like, "Hey guys, this is just interesting stuff. We're just going to talk about Tartaria." He's not pushing it. He's not promoting it. And Vegan Warrior came at Bob like he's promoting it. He's trying to derail Flat Earth. And then starts calling Bob a shill. That was like absolutely ridiculous.
And an FF. Do you want to say what the FF was?
I mean...
Because I think it was really disrespectful.
For somebody to call anybody a fat fuck is one thing, but don't call my Bob from Glowbusters a fat fuck. Right. And Vegan Warrior lost a lot of fucking respect from me. And a lot of respect from a lot of people in the chat. I hope he calms down. I hope he apologizes because, man, look, we're all in this together, man. We're all in this together. And if you haven't seen that, it's still out there somewhere.
I just put the link in the
chat. Like it. I don't like to get into the drama, but if you guys follow Vegan Warrior, somebody's got to go tell him to. I believe his most quoted advice was go eat a cheeseburger. Vegan Warrior. I don't know. Just calm down, bro. I don't care what you got to do. Just calm down. Don't be attacking. What, the best channel on Flat Earth? Why would you attack the best channel on Flat Earth? In my opinion, is Glowbusters. I mean, they bring us my favorite news anyway. Well,
Ace is saying that he did bring up the dome, but I thought I heard Tartaria.
Dome was the talk. Yeah, Bob came in to talk about the dome and how and I thought I'm gonna show it on my show here in just a little while because I found it very interesting. Somebody made an app that will, I can't think of the words. I can't put the words together. Our dome. How we perceive, dome. Yes, the personal dome, how we perceive it. That's right. What D Marble said he was stumbling over explaining that. And I believe that's what Bob came on to talk about. And Vegan Warrior decided to attack Bob about Tartaria and how it's got nothing to do with flat Earth. It's a distraction, and in my opinion, Tartaria might not be connected to flat Earth, or shouldn't be connected to flat Earth, or I don't know. It's just part of the flat Earth. I mean, anything here as far as history on Earth is part of flat Earth. Excuse me, I didn't get his original point or argument, but anyway, it's not a distraction if you disclaim it and say in the beginning of your show, "Hey, we're just going to talk about this."
And it's truth seeking.
His own,
we're all truth seeking too.
It's his own podcast too. That's what I don't get. Some people just go ham about, "Oh, you're only supposed to talk about one thing." Jeez. So anyway, yeah, that happened last night, and it got real heated, guys. You should check that one out. But
yeah,
right now we're gonna get to less dramatic news.
Yes.
But you know what? Something just as crazy, I'll tell you, is this guy. And I haven't talked to you about pretty much any of this, so this is gonna be like a good show for you too.
Good. I'm gonna learn
All right?
something.
You are gonna learn something. We're all gonna learn something from this show. I guarantee you're gonna learn something. Most of you, 90% of you. But this guy, he's got to be making the trippiest flat Earth vlog ever. It's like hearing a guy rant about flat Earth on acid. I don't know if he's making any real content on flat Earth because I didn't bother to check out much of the rest of his channel yet. But I discovered this guy one night. I thought it was hilarious. We're going to take a look at this. You want to hop in the Tesla here in just a minute, or are you comfortable in the studio?
The chair feels the same no matter where I am. So you can put me in either.
All right. We'll play the video first, and then we'll hop in the Tesla after that. So let's get to it.
Okay, hi syringe man.
I'm so slow tonight. I haven't had enough beer.
I know, you are definitely not on enough.
All right, here we go. I'm going to play a couple of minutes. This is the guy. His video is titled Everyday Shit, Episode 5, Season Finale, Flat Earth Show. And that's from a channel called Daniel Duquette.
But that's Cece.
What?
That is Cece.
Cece?
Isn't that Cece?
I have no idea who Cece is.
That man?
You know him?
I mean, I've seen him.
Okay, I don't know him. I have no idea
I've never met
who
him,
this
but I
is.
think his name is Cece.
Watch this, guys.
Okay.
So you're telling me Yonkers owns this space, all of this? No, I'm sorry, they don't. No, we do. We built these streets. We built this. If we weren't little rats running around buying stuff and working, none of this would be around. We built this city. I used to love that song. Maybe I'll put that in the background or something, I don't know. But my point is that, there's so much shit that we know now. All right, so you think about people. Oh, he's a loose cannon. Don't talk to him, Don't talk to him,
Don't say hi to him.
He's a loose cannon. He thinks the earth is flat. Don't talk to him, He thinks it's flat. Don't talk to him, Flat. Don't talk to him, Oh, he's a loose cannon. He's a loose cannon. You and I are here right now because you're a flat earther. And you always will be. And there's no way of coming out of it. But he has no proof. That's where we say, what evidence do you have that the Earth is a globe? Spinning in space. Spinning in space. Now remember that word. Spinning in space. Space.
What do you think about this, guys? I just had fun watching this guy's video the other day, and I'm like, I like it. It's just filmed in that creepy way that, you know, if you caught this at like 1 in the morning, maybe you had too much to drink or a little bit too much to smoke, you caught this, it's entertaining. But no, a cool guy. It seems like you all know him. Good stuff. CC?
CC. He's yeah, Mark from New York's friend.
Awesome. All right. So yeah, that's channel. The channel name is Daniel Duquette. That's Duquette is DUUET. And that was Everyday Shit episode 5 season finale, Flat Earth Show. Now, here's another channel that you guys should be subbed up to by now. Anthony Riley on the Sleeping Warrior channel. You want to get in the space car? Yeah, go ahead and adjust your seat here. There we go. Now, you've heard of Anthony Riley, the Sleeping Warrior channel on YouTube. He's been doing absolutely fantastic work lately. And during one of his last debates, probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks at least now ago, he used Tesla in his argument, and rightfully so. So check out that video to see just how much people will defend science. And I believe that they were going over the sizes of the planets in this one and how they should look if you were on one planet versus the other. But here is a snippet of that one. And enjoy. Oh, nice.
What?
What did you do? Did you break it, Caroline?
I didn't do anything.
Caroline broke it.
I pulled the cable. I just pulled on a cable and then that.
Caroline, you broke it.
No,
oh well. Anyway, you guys have to sub up anyway to Sleeping Warrior's channel. I was gonna show Sleeping Warrior in the he had his own version of the space car, so it was really just saying, hey, I'm not the only one that can pull off the space car. But apparently, YouTube must have deemed he needed to take it down, or he must have, I don't know. I gotta ask him about that. Sorry, bro, it's hard. I tried to do you a solid.
I'm gonna hunt for it while you're doing your thing.
Okay, well, anyway, remember, this is a good one. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
You remember the rockets that supposedly hit the dome?
Yeah.
What if we have a different explanation for that? Now, what if we got that dome rocket thing wrong? Entirely wrong. That sucks, right?
Yeah, that would really
That
suck.
would really suck. I'm sorry, guys. I'm breaking it to you right now. You heard it on the Horry Sheet Show. I'm not happy about this. I'm also going to be debunking something that I really hope to not debunk too much. But I'm not going to tell you what that is. But right now we're going to watch rockets getting hit by the dome debunked. Sorry. But it's good to know what this is, so we don't sound like idiots next time.
Yeah, because we don't want to tell people, I've seen a video and rockets have hit the dome, and then find out that we're full of crap.
Yeah. What if we have a different explanation and it's called the yo-yo D-spin, of all things? That's exactly...
The yo-yo D-spin.
That's what it's called, the yo-yo
Wow.
D-spin. Take a look at this video here. No, let's not. 10 seconds. Oh, 5 seconds. 2 seconds. I'm all discombobulated. Here it is. Ignition second stage. Is this thing gonna do anything? I don't know. Why is there an airborne?
No, they have air space.
Okay, you ready for this? Are we going to hit the dome, or are we going to see what we're calling yo-yo D-spin? Ready?
Let's see it.
Saw that? What was that? What is that right there? Saw that, Caroline? frame by frame. Let me explain to you what's happening right here. You see that little white thing? That's a string. It's coming out of the rocket, and it's, let me see if I've got this typed up, or if I'm just going to have to wing it. Was I a good boy, or am I going to actually have to remember what I know this is? Okay. Okay, good. I was supposed to watch this until 8:07. So yeah, good. I stopped there at the right time. Wow. Okay, cool. So yeah, me too. So let's go on over to Wikipedia and see, what is yo-yo de-spin? Well, and yeah, I'm going to show my screen. Yo-yo de-spin is a mechanism or a device used to reduce the spin of satellites. Typically soon after launch. It consists of 2 lengths of cable with weights on the ends. The cables are wrapped around the final stage and or satellite in the manner of a double yo-yo. When the weights are released, the spin of the rocket flings them away from the spin axis. This transfers enough angular momentum to the weights to reduce the spin of the satellite to the desired value. Subsequently, the weights are often released. So, that's it.
I have a question, teacher.
Yar?
I didn't think we believed that satellites actually got launched. So, do we believe this crap?
Oh,
I don't get it.
This is a rocket. Basically, you can do this with supposedly satellites, but obviously rockets as well. So, yes, they're doing it to rockets. Satellites, I'm not going to say this article is correct because it mentioned the word satellite. Whatever, yeah, they're not doing anything with this technology on satellites, no. But rockets, yes. And I'm afraid that I think that's what we're seeing in the rockets hitting the dome footage. You see how they rapidly stop, rotating, and there's even the sound.
It kind of sounded like a crack or something. But you figured if that thing would have hit the dome, you think that camera still would have been filming? I feel like it would have all disintegrated and just like shoved right inside, smashed into the dome. And plus, the dome seemed awful low, in my opinion.
Yes. Well, I think that the camera there would be a lot more of an impact shown on the video as well. Yeah. The vibration and impact, and we don't see an impact. We just see a stop.
Yeah.
All it did was stops. Mm-hmm. Right. So there's obvious problems with that. Yeah. Rocket hitting the dome footage. As much as I would love to say, that it's rockets hitting the dome, I'm sorry. But let's see if I can get the sound one more time on that. I don't know if it's gonna be able to. Let's see. That's after it already hit.
I like the name, Yo-Yo D.
Right?
It's kind of fun to say.
Here we go, listen.
Oh yeah, I saw it! I saw the string,
you saw the string? But you hear the noise? Listen to the noise right here, watch. Alright, now you compare that to this one. Let's hear this one hit the dome. Let's hear the different kind of noise, or is it going to be the same noise? I think this one here sounds a little bit more like, almost like you're hitting a dome of ice, if you were going to try to describe it, really. But here it goes. Right here.
Yeah, that was the one I saw.
Right. Now, where is the yo-yo de-spin happening here? I don't know. Can we see it? Can we try to see if we can see it at all? This is right when the sound happens. I don't see anything that looks out of the norm. So I'd have to play it maybe frame by frame. I don't see anything flinging off either.
Again, I don't think a dome's going to be that low that little tiny rocket's going to hit it. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. But
all right.
What the hell do I know? I'm not a rocket scientist, and neither is anyone else.
Oh, well, no, there's plenty of rocket scientists.
But it's fake.
Rocket science is happening. It's just they're not sending it to frickin' other planets. Okay. That's what's going on. We got little bottle rocket things that can go.
Well, we used to play with bottle rockets.
And that's about it, Yeah. Let's face it. That's about all we're doing. Yeah. All right, now up next. I think Lovely Caroline will do
is
this
that my
for
part?
us. Yeah.
Aww.
Now let's get back in the Tesla for this, so you can talk about this.
Okay. Here we are. So, are you ready for the next big hunk of space junk they're trying to serve us? then feast your eyes on what our friend David Weiss uploaded to his channel lately. This is going to be hard to unsee, NASA.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Here it is, right here. Thanks, David Weiss, for this one. And you've probably seen it, but maybe you haven't seen this. I love David's music, too. I like it, too. It's just so goofy.
Because it's circus music for the circus.
Sorry. Hold on. But I digress. Richie from Boston. Yep. Is NASA up to their low quality photoshopping again, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Oh, caught again, NASA.
Oh, goodness. That's terrible. Is there another way you can fake it or find out about the fakery? Yeah. There is. That's terrible, guys. I mean, this is just terrible.
Pathetic.
Thank you, David Weiss. Stop believing the lies, start demanding some answers. The world has been stolen from you. Take it back. Take it back. Thank you. I agree. And you guys check out the Flat Earth Podcast by going to iTunes. I believe David really wants you all to watch it on the iTunes player. Or head on over to the flatearthpodcast.com or just do like I do and watch it from YouTube. But he doesn't like that for some reason. He's real anal. Go to iTunes and watch the Flat Earth Podcast if you got an iPhone. iPhone.
BRB.
I almost want to throw up when I say iPhone. You gonna BRB?
I was gonna. Oh yeah.
Thank you so much. I was gonna have to sneak away anyway.
Yes.
Caroline's
Zelda can't
awesome.
do this, my friends.
Zelda can't do that. All right. Let's get back in the space car. What's up next? First off, I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. I like to give my shout outs. I'll let Caroline do it there for the first segment.
I had to get the big one.
Yes, you gotta do that, yeah.
I had to get the big one.
Boy, there seemed to be no gravity as you approached the space car.
Oh, I didn't know you switched into the car.
Must be those new Velcro shoes I gave you.
Yes.
Caroline, we gotta stop throwing beer out the back of the car.
Speak for yourself. It's been a long time since I did that.
By
But the ones I threw out are probably around Venus by
By
now.
the way, who's drinking Milwaukee's Best? Is that you? Are you sure? Have you had anyone else in the space car? Have you been taking this car out for a spin? All right.
I've been having the neighbor men join me in the space car.
Hey, everybody in the chat. How's it going? What? I saw something and then it went away. Let me go back. Let me scroll back up to it. Especially when he zooms in. What? I can't. He sure does, Rambo. What are you guys talking about in here? No drinking and driving. No, I'm not drinking and driving. I say this all the time. It's drinking and orbiting.
Welcome, David Weiss. Nice to have you.
Is David in the chat?
He is.
David. How you doing, David? Drop a link in there. If you're a content creator, you can drop your link in here. I love that. Gotta have David on sometime. I hope David come on sometime. I'm issuing copyright strike. Don't! David, no!
Sounds about right.
That's about right. We all, there's so many people attacking each other right now. I would not be surprised if I got a freaking copyright strike from David Weiss right about now. It's just so crazy. It's gotten so crazy. People attacking each other in the flat Earth movement left and right.
It's beyond annoying.
It's just, yeah, it is. It's just annoying. That's a good word for it. All right. So what we have up next. All right. Okay. Actually, you want to do this one too?
Sure. Do I need to say Mad Mike?
No.
Oh, okay. Next up.
This one is about Mad Mike, though. Thanks for giving it away, Caroline. Those little brackets mean...
Secret? I didn't
No, I'm
know
just
the
kidding.
lingo.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter.
I heard about this one through the grapevine. Mad Mike has a 6-year deal with a mainstream TV show. It starts filming next month. A contract has been signed and a deposit made for the show. I don't know what show it is. I don't know what network, but I heard it from the horse's mouth on a podcast. Who now deserves no what?
Yes, I had a typo in the script. Thank you.
I tell you can't have editors. I mean,
we
get what you
heard
pay for.
this news was actually heard straight from Mad Mike's mouth, and it was on a podcast who no longer deserves any sort of recognition from this channel. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't even utter the words.
Okay.
Cool.
Good.
I just thought I'd bring you the news because I heard it straight from Mike's mouth on that podcast. Yeah. Interesting, right? So yeah, get ready for that. Mad Mike's got a TV show. What do you guys think about that one? I know that's what I thought. Globebusters up next. My favorite YouTube channel of all time, Globebusters. Bob explains why star trails go in 2 different directions with his talk show about how we view things within our own sort of personal dome, if you will. Now, it's something I've heard them talk about before, but this time we have a good visual of it. A really good visual of it. Check out what Bob said here, or at least what they're talking about. I don't exactly remember who was talking for this part, but I wanted to show it to you. That's all I remember, because it's in the show notes.
If you're like the majority of Americans, you're actually...
I am not like the majority of Americans. So
None of us are like the majority of Americans.
No, this doesn't apply to any of us. Not at all. They won't let me skip the ad, Caroline.
Wow.
Caroline, they know what they're doing.
I just want to skip.
Oh, no. There it is.
Remind you guys that Walter Bislin is a ball earther, right? He is absolutely not a flat earther. He thinks it's silly. He's battled, in several comment sections. He battles flat earth FE core. He's just really a baller. And what's amazing is he has come out with this app, and it shows precisely what we have been talking about this personal atmospheric dome, right? And this is, very similar to P-Brain's graphics, but it shows the sun and the moon rotating above a flat Earth, and with our personal atmospheric dome, how it actually is perceived by us. And it's really quite an amazing app, and you can actually go there and play with it on his webpage. But I just want to let this run a little bit so you can see actually what's happening here. You can see the continents and you can see the stars and how that you're perceiving them. If you move latitude, anywhere in the latitude, you can see, of course, that personal atmospheric dome then starts turning on its side. Until you get to the equator, then it's pretty much equal. And that is, of course, when we've seen all of that star trail footage that splits off in 2 different directions at the equator. And then if you continue further south, the personal atmospheric dome kind of starts tilting back up at an angle. So the one thing about this also that I want to point out is not only does this back up 100% what, Jaron has talked about and a lot of flat earthers, but it also backs up 100% exactly the idea of how an EQ mount on a telescope can work. Just like we said before, when you are dealing with optics and we have a personal atmospheric dome, and it doesn't matter if we're looking at it with our eyes or a camera is looking at it, if you set up a telescope and calibrate it to either the South Pole, South Celestial Point, which is not a star, or North Pole or Polaris, calibrate it, and then you follow any of these grid lines around, it follows and tracks absolutely perfectly on a flat Earth. And in fact, beyond that, if you really start thinking this through, and this is the one thing that the ballers never, ever, ever want to take into consideration in their models, is how you see how our perspective actually works. They're always trying to use these orthographic type views, you know, side-on views, and do all their math and geometry from that. Well, great, and it works that way, but unfortunately, we don't see the world that way, right? And neither do telescopes, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So what this not only proves is that the telescopes, the EQ mount telescopes can work and do work on a flat Earth. But if you think about it, if that same personal atmospheric dome is then applied to a ball Earth, then the EQ telescope will not work at all. Okay.
So that, I mean, that was really interesting. We now can see what Jaron and Bob have been trying to show us with the double star trail pictures and stuff. That's an explanation of why we can get that based on our personal dome, and that's a good explanation of how it looks. And you know, there was one thing I forgot to add into the show that I saw recently, and that was it Anthony Riley's work on Mick West's laser through a terrarium? Was that Anthony Riley's work that we watched? Yeah, you got to check out Sleeping Warrior's work. He just ripped Mick West a new one, and the whole point of that video was that laser light doesn't act like ambient light, like the sun's light. That was the whole point of that video, huh? Tell you what, my memory's getting a whole lot better.
That's surprising.
I've been smoking way too much pot, and my memory's coming back.
I think, what did David Weiss say? That you smoke more in a day than he smokes a year. I think that's what he said.
I got to tell you.
I think it might be you smoke more in a day than he smokes in 3 years. I think that's what it actually is.
Whatever the case, I know my memory is actually healing, and that's a beautiful thing. And I can't explain it. But anyway, you gotta check out Sleeping Warrior's video, because he showed some really interesting stuff happening with what's shown on the screen right here, and that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, maybe a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, go check it out. He made the laser like hop, or somebody did when they did the experiment. The laser light was literally hopping on the bottom of the fish tank based on how whatever the density levels were in the fish tank. And I mean, you can just imagine long distance laser experiments over the water, different density layers in the air, how we can get the curving of light. And he shows you curving of light. He shows you how laser lights can really probably not work in our favor when it comes to proving the flat Earth, if you ask me.
But laser lights are not ambient light.
It's not ambient light.
Our air does not have sugar crystals in it that I am aware of. No. So it doesn't seem like it's an accurate description of what happens in the atmosphere.
Something is wrong with it, and we're trying to get to the bottom of it. I've done a demonstration. Dave Marsh in the chat says, I've done a demonstration of field rotation from a flat Earth perspective. Video coming soon, showing the moon's rotation as it passes the observer's meridian. Dave, I would love to, you sent me a link, and I want to talk about it right now, because I didn't get a chance to add it to the show notes. It snuck up on me tonight that I was going to do a show, and if I can find it now, well, you sent it to the Horry Sheet Show, so let me get there. My computer loves to run slow on Facebook while I'm doing everything.
You can't even blame the Arizona connection.
No, yeah, they fixed our internet connection.
Yeah,
I love that.
I don't know how many times, and guess what? They gave us refunds, and I don't think they like giving money back. So that was beneficial.
Now, when you call your internet service provider and you have to get a refund twice a month, they're finally going to come and fix your stuff. But Lunar Cosmology Research. Dave Marsh has a page on Facebook, and I believe it's called, Lunar Cosmology Research. And he did an article. He wrote up an article here. Hold on, if my computer would stop freaking out. Testing the moon, moonrise to zenith. A question that globalists... Oh, look, here we go. He sent me some messages. What is this, Dave? Azimuth and bearing.
Oh, he's got the moon.
Got him. He's sending me information. I honestly... This is where it all goes way over my head, Dave. Would you like to call in and explain some of this? I would love for some of my people to know what you do. I'm gonna open up the phone lines actually, like right now, because in one more. I think I have one more thing to talk about, and I'm opening up the phone lines. Would you like to explain what you've been doing lately? Maybe call in, Dave. And you can tell us, because I could look at these pictures all day and be like, look how beautiful that moon is, Caroline.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't wrap my head around what's going on. I wanted to ask you, though, did I call in Mark's show and get it right when I said that you looked at the moon on the horizon and you measured it and it appeared, I want to say it looks bigger, but it's not. It's actually what's smaller. And then when it gets over our head, it's a little bit bigger. Is that what happens?
I don't know, Dave. You might want to call it.
I got so confused on that, and I tried to grasp that. You know me, when we were on Flat Iron Realm Media the other day, I was trying to grasp it.
Might be a side effect of weed, but he just needs a little more explanation.
Hey,
No,
I can
honestly,
I'm happy. I'm
Horry
happy about my
and
endocannabinoid system right about now.
but I don't even have that to blame. And there are people who have all these technical flat Earth explanations, and my eyes glaze over because I don't have that brain to be able to wrap it around that. So it's not just you, and probably not just we.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. All right, Dave. I see what you're saying. You just check out Lunar Cosmology Research, guys. Dave's doing some great work, and what I have for you was one more thing, and then we'll open up the phone lines. And it is Gatineau, Canada's councillor questioned evidence that the Earth is round. So high prominent figures in Canada right now are questioning whether the Earth is round. Well, let me read you an article here. Okay.
She's gonna lose her job.
Oh boy. So yeah, Gatineau, Canada's councillor questioned evidence Earth is round. Natalie Lemeau, who questioned the existence of Islamophobia recently, has begun drawing new scrutiny for recent comments questioning whether the Earth is round. Natalie Lemeau created a controversy last week after she told a reporter the word Islamophobia doesn't exist for her. She then apologized for those remarks. She was stripped of her title.
Called it.
Stripped of her title as deputy mayor, but remains a councillor. In an interview Tuesday, Gatineau Mayor Maxime Pinal-Jobin acknowledged Lemeau's comments about Islamophobia could be harmful. It goes on to say in the article, in an online comment 2 weeks ago, Lemeau suggested there is a conspiracy to eliminate evidence that the Earth is flat. Who decided that the Earth is round, and why should we believe it, she asked. The first question to ask, she wrote, is now that people realize that it's possible that the Earth is flat, why do they want to hide the explanations that prove it? She also wondered how much money is diverted to NASA and said that she does not believe anything on the news, preferring to conduct her own research. Well, hallelujah for that, right? She says she goes on to say, the world is a stage and several actors are amusing themselves at our expense, thinking they are more intelligent than us. And then the article says, Lemeau's assistant confirmed Tuesday, and this was a couple of weeks ago now, that the councillor made the comments, which appeared under a news article about YouTube clamping down on videos promoting conspiracy theories. And we've all seen those, right? YouTube's trying to shut down flat Earth stuff. She said Lemeau was not available for an interview. Yeah. What do you think about that?
I think you stand out and say something, and your life is gonna get worse.
smack you right off, strip your ranks.
Yeah, that's sad. I applaud people who do it though.
Absolutely.
Hey, you were mentioning Sleeping Warrior. One thing we didn't mention about Sleeping Warrior is he is addressing the school system in UK.
The man's doing a lot.
Oh my gosh, he is approaching them about why are they teaching a heliocentric model that has absolutely no evidence and not presenting anything but that. He is going to get stuff done. I'm just so amazed that he's doing this.
Yeah.
Who else is doing that even on this side of the pond? I haven't heard of anybody. That's pretty amazing.
The man's doing a lot of stuff for Flat Earth, and that's why I said go check out his channel.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to open the phone lines up, and let's see who calls in. Let's see. Gmail. Hold on. I know that you might know the number, but give me just a second to get everything pulled up. And we'll take at least 3 phone calls if that even happens. I don't want to do too much more than 3 because I like to keep this about no more than an hour and a half. And I'm probably going on an hour. Good. Keeping good time. So let's do this. Right. Well, I know that I just switched it to the Horry Sheet Show and it just switched back. So the number to call in is 504-264-3609. I'll go ahead and type that in the chat. And if you're watching me on Facebook right now and you're wondering why I have not said hi to anybody in the Facebook chat.
Because he's rude.
It's not because I'm rude, Adrian Morrison. It's not because I
doesn't appreciate any.
Are you running the New Zealand Expo?
No. Oh boy.
I'm hot.
I'm not that person.
I'm hot. Adrian Morrison, I'm waiting on your email. Have you emailed me back?
Shout out to Mark Sargent.
I gotta check my email real quick live.
Yeah.
For reals.
Hey, say the number and I'll type it in.
504-264-3609. Adrian Morrison, I'm waiting on your email. I emailed the administrator.
What was the last 4?
264-3609.
That look right?
Have you been smoking marijuana?
No, but my eyes are old. Does that look right?
Your eyes? And your ears? No, you're fine.
Is that correct?
I'm half drunk. Yes,
Okay.
that took me a minute. Yes,
See?
it took me a minute.
I got old eyes. He's half drunk.
All right.
We'll run
am
the
I
show,
any
though.
better?
And he's stoned.
I don't know if
We
I'm
are
any...
quite a team.
Oh God. No, seriously. You know, I'm not done. I'm not done. The Flat Earth. I talked about this Flat Earth New Zealand Expo not too long ago, and I promoted it. And then the owner, the administrator of it, comes on my Facebook and says, "You don't even address anybody in the Facebook chat." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I drink too much, and I'm in the other chat. Like I tell everybody about 3 times a
And
video."
Zelda doesn't help him.
So nobody helps
What is
me.
she supposed to do? Read the chat?
Anyway, she came in there and she tried to tell me, "Oh, you just want to." She says, "This is her words." The administrator of the Flat Earth New Zealand Expo, I am only luring people into my live stream to show them magic tricks, card tricks to be precise. For real.
I don't like when certain content providers or Flat Earth people criticize other Flat Earth people. Everybody's doing their own thing.
Especially when I'm doing a show like this right here. Guys, have I done a magic trick yet?
He has some too. Some that make noises, in fact.
I got one. You see this card? You see, this is my Flat Earth card. Adrian Morrison, here's your magic trick. Well, I'm gonna make it disappear. Oh, it's gone! Oh, God, it came back.
I'm kind of impressed. And I was sitting right here.
There you go, guys. All right, now we're done with the show. That's all I came here for. Thank you.
Mark likes your jacket.
You
Do
like
you want to stand up and show your whole outfit, or not really? He is a child. I hope everybody realizes this.
I don't always look like Jack Skellington, but when I do...
I try not to be around him.
I'm just about this close to wearing this to the supermarket with Caroline, or maybe I almost went to the mall like this today. Almost.
Maybe tomorrow.
She knows.
Maybe tomorrow will be the day that you can do that.
It's a possibility. She doesn't care. She really doesn't care. She lets me be who I am. I love it.
He's actually pretty entertaining when we're out.
I try.
Keeps me laughing. Mark, you know how much I enjoy laughing, so I'm cool with that. Oh my, were you really trying to do that, Horry? Drinking a beer. Oh my.
Alright, it doesn't look like anybody's calling in tonight, so
Did we give the right number, just in case?
I hope I gave the right number.
I don't
Is
know.
anybody calling?
Because I know that NASA CGI Snake
That's okay.
said
Sometimes they
that
don't like to call in
They want to call
sometimes.
in?
And usually when I get a call in, they're like, "I heard you just needed to call in and I didn't want to make it seem like nobody wanted to call in."
Well,
so I don't need no
so-
pity calls.
What does that mean,
I got
NASA
too
CGI
much-
Snakes? They won't let
Hey,
him call in?
should we do a flat spine?
Okay. Can you focus just for a second?
Okay.
You have somebody who's trying to call.
Oh!
There you go. Finally.
See? It wasn't my fault. All right, you ready? Fix your hair. My hair good? Are we
Do,
good?
do I really need to fix my hair, Horry?
No. We look good? All right. Hello, 559. You're on with the Horry Sheet Show. Please turn the volume down or I'll hear an echo and will not be able to speak to you. How's it going?
What's up, Horry? How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Who's this?
Very good. This is NASA CGI Snakes.
Oh, that's the guy I forgot to
Hey.
wrench. Or did
Yes,
I
you did forget to
I did.
wrench.
I did forget to
And
wrench.
he just got
Hey!
blocked, so you might want to give him a wrench so he doesn't get blocked anymore and timed
Oh,
out.
you getting trolled, broski?
No, it's one of
No,
our
no.
own.
I have something to say to Ace. That's all. Ace
What's
had
up?
some really foul-mouthed language the other night, and I think he should apologize not just to the flat Earth community, but to all people out there. He was using the N-word, and that's disgusting. I don't like that. And he timed me out on your show tonight because I called him out. And he needs to come out and apologize because that's bullshit.
What do you have to say to that, Horry? We didn't hear what was said.
Do you want to hear what I have to say?
He needs to come out and apologize because that's
I
bullshit.
do not
Turn
like.
down your volume.
Yeah, turn the stream down. I do not like the N-word when it is used generally. I don't like the N-word because it just doesn't matter. It's almost it's hard to use the N-word in a good way in a lot of different ways. It's really hard to use it properly. I will say I don't like the N-word unless, like, okay, I'm a white guy, so I could say white trash and nigger are like the same thing to me. Okay? So if somebody is like a low member of society that's just a screw off, and he hung up, so
You hung up?
yeah, he hung up.
Okay.
So
That's what I said. You hung up, NASA CGI Snake?
he hung up.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking him.
So anyway, I don't like it, but if you're going to use it like as an adjective that, I don't know, describes a member of society that's not doing it right, we all are different in our own way, and we all have our own rainbow of vocabulary. So I won't put a person down for saying that unless it's well-deserved. If he called somebody an N-word and it was extremely well-deserved, I'll give it a golf clap. Sorry, I'm real too.
Is it nub? Is nub the word? I knew it. It was nub.
It's not no.
I think it is nub.
Tell me you're joking.
Well, I just heard the N word. I mean,
The N-word is nigger, Caroline. That's not a word that you can use 90% of the time and win any friends. But just like white trash, that's also a word that nobody can really use 90% of the time. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, unless you really are friends with the person that you're calling those names to.
No, you can't.
Then
You
then
can't call.
can
I'm sorry, you can't call your friend white. What's up, white trash? No.
Yeah, but
No.
I've heard your friends call you nub before. Not nub, but
It's
I'm
not
just saying
it's
it.
noob. Or nab.
Knob.
Knob.
Oh, that's a K word.
That's-
Never mind.
Oh my god. Look, NASA CGI Snakes. I don't know if that rubbed you the wrong way, but I am real. I don't use the N word. I don't, because it's more than often than not a racist word, and I try not to use it. I don't use it. It's not a part of my vocabulary. But like every remote now and then somebody uses it and I hear it and I'm like, I would actually maybe use that word there. So I don't think Ace. I like Ace. I don't know what he had to say or who he used it with. So I don't know. But if you would have stayed your ass on the line, you could have explained that to me.
Why'd you hang up? And the thing is that when just like everything else, when we hear hearsay.
Did I give him a wrench yet?
No.
No.
But when
you
we
hang up on my show, he won't get one.
Oh shoot. You were gonna get one. Anyway, but when we hear hearsay and we weren't there, how are we supposed to give opinions to that? I know you really just wanted to talk to Ace.
My best friend was black until I became a flat earther and we couldn't agree on it, and I even put him in front of the best in my opinion, or one of them, two of them, Sleeping Warrior and David Weiss. And if my best friend couldn't convert to a ball, that's why I dumped his ass. That was Daryl E. Berry Jr., and you can see his channel, Daryl E. Berry Jr. My best friend was black, so suck me if anybody thinks I'm racist. All right, now, anybody else want to call in?
You've been called racist towards Asians because of the name of your name.
Holy shit! Are you kidding me?
I've heard it.
You know what's funny
I have
though?
heard that.
I was in I've been talking about this. I've been going to the Filipino Women Meet North American Guys dating group on Facebook because
he's so looking for an Asian chick.
like Asian women.
Yeah.
I love Asian women.
Yeah.
And they're live and they see my name as Harry Sheet, and one of them was making fun of me. And it was funny because I was like, "Oh, you like my name?" I was like, "What about my YouTube channel?" And she was like, "Oh, that's funny. That's funny." They love it.
Did you get her to say it?
Oh yeah, she said it like 4 times.
That's his trick.
It's
up
like
his sleeve.
it's I mean they like the name. The Asian people like it. Like, so the only problem I have with my show name is white people. They don't like it. They're like, "You're a racist. You're offending Asian people." I'm like, no, every Asian person have talked to about it, they love it. Whatever. Anyway, they got I got time for about one more call in. Otherwise,
I know you got that much beer left. Are you gonna have to do another show, like a Flat Smackers Live?
I'm not gonna open up the Flat Smackers Live on a whole new stream. I might just do a Flat Smack right here. You want a Flat Smack once?
Yeah. Let's do that.
All right, we're gonna Flat Smack. We're gonna do that. You know what? Should we go to you now and maybe have a flat smacking where there's an exponential amount of people, like it could be 20 or 40 or 50 people, or should we just do the chat roulette thing?
The thing I don't like about you now is it takes you a long time to get invited in.
Sometimes does.
And I feel like some people with, say, ADHD are going to be gone and they're not going to wait around for it. I'm not saying me, but people in the audience might not.
That's why. I mean, if you're watching my channel right now, you should know about the hour mark is when I'm done my news, which we hit that mark. We hit that 56.
Have we been on an hour?
56. Yeah, we've been on about an hour and maybe 10 minutes now.
Damn,
An hour.
Flies. That's amazing.
An hour and 5 minutes. So yeah, we hit the hour mark. There's 50 watching now. We're done with the news. So if you're watching right now, either you're going to call in or you're going to watch us flat smack. Whatever it is, it's going to be cool. Audience. But I'm done the news.
Flat smack is 1.
You can ask. You know what? 2. Tell you what. You ask the audience, but just give me enough time to go pee. That's all I got.
Just don't trip over my wires.
Oh, there's so many wires going on right now. I'm just gonna float on back.
Go out the trunk.
I'm gonna do the backstroke.
There you go. There he goes. All right, we will get some of you wrenched because Horry's terrible at wrenching people. See several of you in here. Wrenches. So, all right, Josh, do you still want you now still, or do you want Flat Smacker, or do you want what's the other one called? The Fapper one. I forget what it's called. You know what I'm talking about. Thanks, Mark. You now? Okay. Ted, Manny, Poopy, what do you guys want him to do? You now or the Fapper's Guide to the Galaxy? I forget what that place is called. I'm just going to sit here. I'm not going to talk at all. What do you think about that? Cam girl? Is that what you want, Ace? Well, Ted likes chat roulette. So does Sean. Boopy and Josh want you now. That's a tie. Mark, I figured you'd hate dead air. Well, let me tell you, my friend, you've had more dead air than anyone that I can think of. Woohoo! Slam. I know it's not your fault. Sucks. Sucks to be on after Paul on the plane. He breaks the radio station. I can't do ASMR. I look like Karen B? Not at all. And I certainly don't sound like her. Aaron can do ASMR. Do you hate me? Oh, it's so nice to be able to back at you, my friend. You totally deserve that. Oh, ripping on Mark Sargent. Someone's got to do it. You guys like my copper bottle? Supposed to be something magnificent about copper. Oh yeah, Mark, those cups, the one that you and I both have. I don't know if I'm gonna be using it anymore. Plastic. Here he comes, swimming in space.
Jeez. Oh, I hurt my arm.
All right.
Muscle.
Whoa,
Space
Manny
muscle.
wants to tune into the live debate between Nathan and Fight the Flat Earth. Which Nathan is it? Which Nathan is it? That's ASMR.
Is that Nathan Roberts? No, not Nathan Roberts.
Nathan
He's a
Oakley?
flat earther. What are we talking about? I'll tune into it for a second.
Oh, it's Nathan Thompson.
Nathan Thompson and who?
And Fight the Flat Earth.
Oh, some troll channel?
Mm.
Nathan Thompson. I'm not happening. I mean, Nathan. Yeah, is it the one I'm thinking about? Yeah, not happening here.
The non sequitur show. That is a horrible show. All right, so it's about tied. So I'm gonna leave it up to host discretion.
David did share something with me a while back. DITRH. You guys got to check out his app. He's got an awesome app for Android that I still need to buy. I honestly, when I buy it, David, you'll know, because I'm gonna do a little something and show everybody how much I love it, and I'm gonna get used to it, and I'm gonna love it for real first before I show it. But check out David's app, the Sun and Moon Clock, on Android or the iOS
You have
app
to pay
store.
for it on Android. It's free on.
It's like a couple
iOS.
of bucks. It's like not even paying for it. It's like buying David
Half a coffee.
half a coffee. I'm sure David buys them really big ass expensive coffees.
I bet he doesn't.
No. But anyway,
Fluoridated water. He wouldn't.
but David did send me this, and I did forget to play it. So I'm gonna actually show this. UFC is something I do watch. If there's anything mainstream that I still watch, guys, it's UFC stuff, because I like to see how we can kill each other with our bare
Germany, and
hands.
then now you're coming all the way over Brazil.
I might need to do that one day. Just saying. And this is one of those things I saw, and I was like, is this for real? And I'm not sure if this is for real. I'm like, you know those bad lip reading videos that you see? This could be faked. So I'm gonna have to look into this a little bit more. But let's listen to this. Is this a UFC fighter talking about flat Earth for realsies?
Germany, and then now you're coming all the way over Brazil. We know that there's a little bit of a hassle that comes with international traveling and everything else, especially with you bigger guys sitting on airplanes. How was did it give you any pause at all coming all the way over to Brazil tonight?
Nah, it just gives me an opportunity to promote the flat Earth. I think too many people think that the Earth is a globe. It's not a globe. The Earth is flat. Shout out my boy Eddie Bravo and promoting the flat Earth.
Okay, so that's your goal here, promoting flat Earth.
For sure.
Okay. Going back to the fight, you're fighting Johnny Walker, and it's an interesting guy to analyze, I guess.
So yeah, going back to the fight. Let's just skip right on over that. She said.
She started laughing. She's like,
Ho ho!
That was great.
I thought that was interesting.
I love your stripes.
Don't you like my stripes?
It's very nice what you did with your
Yeah,
outfit. Very cool.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yes, I like it.
Such a nerd, guys. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we were gonna do one. What did they vote? Are we gonna flat smack on chat roulette?
It
You
is...
Eagle? You
It's-
now?
Oh, Zulu one. Hey.
Zulu
Welcome
one,
to
how you
chat.
doing, Zulu?
Hey, it's pretty much like a tie. So
They don't care. They
yeah.
care, but they don't care enough to sway
Why don't
the tie.
you choose
Alright, so
one?
fine. We're gonna
I mean, you know, it's cool when you actually get invited, but I feel
well,
like
let's check it out first.
you're like
Sometimes-
typing like the wind, trying to get into these chats. You know?
Well, you know what? Sometimes it's really easy, and sometimes it's not. Let's see. And I don't type like the wind. Well, I do type like the wind. But...
Yeah, it's like I've never heard of anybody. How many words can you type a minute?
I tell people, I was in a classroom one time in college, and the teacher did a typing test for everybody every morning, and when I turned in my typing test one morning, it was 101 words a minute or 103 words a minute with 0 errors. 0 errors. She was reading everybody else's. She was like, "Oh, who got 40 words a minute with 15 errors? That's nice. Ooh, 60 words a minute with 22 errors." And then she was like, "Who in the world got 103 with no errors?" I was like, "Yeah, that was me. That was me."
The guy who does the fart bombs in the girl's desk next to him.
The guy that sprays fart spray in the hottest girl's desk so we can get about 20 minutes out of algebra class. That guy.
I wish you would use your powers for good and not evil.
I do.
Now you do. Took you a while. As a child, you did not.
Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you've liked any of this
I like
tonight.
The banner.
You like the little playing with the subscribe to me? Yeah.
That was cool.
Thank you. I'll try.
Did you smile? Were we going to smile? Or no, this is you now.
What are we smiling for? Oh, no. It was... I'm happy, damn. I'm happy as hell. No, all right, so we're going to go to younow.com. That's what we're doing, guys. Let me show you what we're doing. We're on younow.com. We're going to try to find somebody to flat smack, and this guy's got 118 people watching him right now. Oh, with, I don't know, what's he talking about? He's 129. That's like the highest I've ever seen on YouNow.
So, this is Razzie the Alien.
Yes. Ask if you can guess him.
Yeah?
Yes.
He's listening to Linkin Park. Let's do it. Hey, up for a quick guest stream. Something. I also talk about the world's biggest secret. Let's do that. Bam.
Not a great picture. And if you look at the top, I'm trying to get you to see it. It does say Razzie the Alien. It says Anthony Anderson, guess it with Razzie the Alien.
Sounds like he's a little slurring.
It's not like a great picture.
Could be. I like the music. It's not bad.
It's Linkin Park.
I don't know. I don't really see it, but I don't know.
Let's see if he reads the stream. Here we go. He's looking at it. He's reading it. I saw his eyes go.
And you're the only one he would do that to because you're just the longest.
Oh yeah. He just read it. I don't know if he's gonna answer it though. So
I don't know.
He's thinking.
He said I don't know. Come on, bros.
Isn't that the guest? No, the guest is over here. That's the guest. Because if I zoom out. What up, man? What up, Mike? How are you?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I can't.
You can't in the screen.
No, I can't. I'd have to go back.
Ah, crap. Well, don't. Then.
But it's right here. Let's see who we're gonna talk to here. I don't know. You just tried to make me give a wrench out to somebody who hung up on me, so I gotta hold up on the wrenches now. I'm a little bit reserved again on my wrenches here. Thank you, NASA Live CGI Snake something.
It was pretty much a dyslexic version of his YouTube channel.
I'm just saying, bro. Don't hang up on the Horry Sheet Show. You're like to me right now. Oh man, that's
all right. Well, Poopy Pants 69. He needs it.
Yeah, Poopy's been around. All right, fine. One wrench, and it's got poop all over it.
You're only handing out one?
Right now.
I want to hand out about 7. I think you should take Mark's away, though. That way somebody can time him out. I remember the one time Mark Sargent got timed out. He's like, do they know who I am?
Look at your pants.
Ooh. What? Look at my socks. I'm in total comfort clothes, people.
We both have like.
I know. Look at that. We're both in our warm bedtime clothes.
Our weird, like, geometrically symboled white and black attire.
That is kind of weird.
Yeah, we are like.
We did not even plan this.
I'm just gonna say we look like a couple again. Crap. It's gonna start another rumor.
Oh, whatever. Ah, there you go, Poopy. He thanked.
What?
He thanked you.
No problem, Poopy. It's about time. What's going on? I'm in the hashtag girls room again. Let's see. Who's the blue haired? Cherry Crush, level 40. offline already. He's got the puppy. Puppies win. 37 people.
Chilly. I wish you can pull that heater right here.
We could actually.
Right, let's see.
There's one in Christopher's room.
Let's see what happens.
There's one in Christopher's room that he's not using, so I mean, perfect timing.
Come on, you're so here. How many people are watching this?
What?
How many
Hey,
people are
quick
watching?
stream.
40
Talking about
people
body
watching.
travel. I'm already on stream. I'm okay. Horry Sheet Show.
Okay.
What the fuck, guy? I'm about to expose this fucker's number if they don't.
All right, goodbye. We'll find someone else then.
Yar. 17. We can do better than that.
I will go blind if I keep these. Or deaf.
There's 2
Whichever
people here.
one's
All right.
up.
What is
They've been on
Dave's
for
school
an
tonight?
hour.
Yeah, what's your go to?
It's
I feel
technically
so bad
15
for
people
Dave.
here.
He literally spent more than
There's
he wanted
a
to.
definite gap in age.
Now I
would
feel
you say?
bad.
Is that her mom?
I'm thinking.
I feel like it's the daughter and
Let's
mom.
flat smack.
I don't know what to say.
I wanna
they're
see-
both
I
beautiful.
want to see what
Yeah,
mom
they're
says.
Don't say mom.
Thank you for becoming a
Dave
fan.
was
white girl wasted last
You didn't do that, did you?
I said it here. but
I'm
they
trying to get
can't
white
hear
girl
me.
wasted right now. See, okay.
I'm not gonna say mom
Okay.
anymore.
Just say her older
Okay,
sister.
up for a quick guess.
She read it.
What? Talk about body travel.
I think you should keep going on.
We're not guesting yet.
Yet.
Maybe later on tonight.
Fine.
You can try coming back later.
These gifts are lame.
It's totally different here, Dave.
I can't just let you go.
Mike, thank you
That's fine.
for
That's
the
what you hear me type when I'm like,
Thanks,
I'm
Mike.
sorry,
you're typing too much to get in. I'm like, no, I'm just typing one thing.
No, I said you're typing like the wind. That's a compliment. You type fast.
Oh,
Yeah, we're sure. Thank you, though.
Oh,
Are you on Twitch?
21. Oh.
I'm guessing so. I mean, they finally
I
made
know,
yours.
Jordan.
I agree. That's a good thing. No YouTube? We're good. Thanks, though. Thank you.
You're welcome.
They asked.
Goodbye. At least they were nice about
Yeah,
it.
they're cool.
Wait, either. I'm so excited.
So I use
My
this
first
one?
partner, like,
This
playlist.
one.
I get to go to a partner
Looks like
party.
Elena, my daughter in the back.
I said that like really
No
retarded.
way.
My first playlist as a partner in Orlando, and it's my first playlist
Way
in
too
Orlando, and my first
little ratchet.
playlist
Way
as a
too ratchet.
partner.
You know
So I get to go to a partner party.
I thought it was rats.
And this will be your third playlist on
Elena says rats.
Maybe.
So rats.
Oh God, yeah, we're too old.
If this is
Oh,
mutual,
no, we're
before I
too
go.
So rats. But I feel like I'm looking at Elena, my daughter in the background.
I said my first playlist at Orlando. It's my first
This is
Orlando.
so loud.
I went to DC
Is
and
that not
Tri-State.
All right, hold on.
I've never been to an Orlando one. Hunter, I'm so excited! Sorry, Chantel, what's up?
This is what the kids do.
My first playlist getting
This is what
star.
the
Oh my
kids
god.
do. I don't get it.
I don't know.
All right. No, YouNow's not working tonight, so we're just gonna do.
We tried, guys. We
tried.
gave it an effort.
But we're gonna go to Omegle.
I've never been on that one.
Right. We're gonna go to Omegle. I can't keep Caroline up too long. She has an early bedtime.
It's Saturday night. Wait, this is Saturday, right? Yes, it is.
Caroline, what's your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple? All right. We can do purple.
Aww. Look at our pants. That's so cute. Thank you.
All right. All right, Omegle, guys. Omegle is another chat. It's like chat roulette, but we could type our keywords that we want to talk about in. So a lot of people type cool and fun and art. We got flat Earth and science and a whole bunch of things in there. So we'll see what happens on Omegle. Again, this is look, our friend is behind us.
Aw, hi, Flat Earth Man.
Flat Earth Man on his
Hey.
NASA rocket.
Yes. Keep it going, bro.
Rock
He's amazing. I love that guy and his wife, Shelly. They're so awesome. That was some of the nicest people that I met in Denver, I would say. But I met a crap ton of nice. Like, how do you even choose?
Yeah, I had.
Look at the people in chat that I met. Met Zulu, Ace. Who else did we meet? Midi HC, but he's not here. Mark, but I already know Mark. Josh from Oregon. I met you there. There's a bunch of people here that I met. Missing anybody?
I really like how this just colors the white lines. I can't get
I
over
feel
this.
like I
It's
need
so
to go
awesome.
get something with more white stripes.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got to think about this next time, huh? All right, we're gonna hit the button and see what happens. Get ready.
Okay.
We both like art. That guy
Thanks,
doesn't look
Zulu.
like he's doing any art. He didn't look like he was doing anything.
I totally didn't even see him.
We both
I
like
was saying
fun.
hi to Zulu, so I ignored him.
How's it going, orange
Orange hoodie guy?
guy?
Orange scary hoodie guy?
Nope, he didn't. Yeah, they could hear us.
Alright, I better put my... Hey!
Hey,
What up?
he doesn't even know what happened.
He wasn't open. Hey!
Hey, how you think? Yeah, how you think I feel? Like,
Yo!
yo, he said yo back.
Hey! You want to have a conversation? Can you speak?
Oh,
Alright. He must have a sore throat.
man.
He's sick. Well, I hope you get better.
Putting words all up in his mouth and shit. All right, bro. Hey, Earth is flat. What you think about that?
Nope.
Triangle?
Well, it could be a flat triangle. Sure. Why not?
Triangle. Oh. I think so.
Yeah.
Illuminati.
Are you a member of the Illuminati? He hung up on us. Too loud. I can't hear. Too loud.
Okay, hold on.
Where are you going?
Never mind. I was gonna do something though. I don't have it readily available. That dude was like freaking out. It was like acting weirded out.
We don't talk to cartoon characters. Sorry. We don't care if they believe the Earth is flat.
No.
Move the camera up to your face. Nope.
Oh.
You too. 2 in a row. Hello.
Hello.
What up?
Not happening. I don't know if that was a dude or a girl.
Hi.
Oh, it looked like Logan Paul's much uglier cousin.
Who's?
Hello.
Oh, this dude's like, who's?
What?
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 Know yourself. Be brave.
Oh, we both like balls. This is definitely going to be...
What the hell? We are not ball lickers. Here to tell you.
Is that not balls? Well, I guess I should take that keyword out of the mix. What do you think?
You both like funny?
Oh, science! Yes!
Hello there.
Good evening.
How are you?
Yes!
Quite bored. How about yourself?
Oh, but we have a conversation for you, my friend.
You have a camera?
Can you not see us?
Oh, wow! They
No, I
haven't been
can't
able to
see.
see any of us.
Oh,
today.
no.
There you go.
That's what's happening.
Yes.
Now I can see you sitting in Elon Musk's car.
Yes,
That is.
he
What do you
is an
think?
intelligent person.
He is. Do you realize how easy this is to fake, my friend?
Oh,
Well, obviously, it's the internet. Everything's possible.
oh man.
I'm talking Elon Musk.
Well, I'm talking to you on marijuana, so what's your point?
Do you think that Elon truly shot a space car out into the atmosphere
Oh,
in space?
hell yes. I absolutely believe he did that.
I'm gonna see if I can stick my tongue into this aluminum can without bleeding. Go. So you believe that? You really do? You do?
Certainly nothing like a little bit of conspicuous consumption to prove how rich you are.
Do you see any problems with a space car such as one that we're in being in space in this wonderful, pristine
Oh, I'll take
condition?
the space Winnebago behind you from Spaceballs anytime.
Hey, if the Tesla is space hardened and ready,
Yeah.
that Winnebago can also do it, right?
That's
I mean,
true. You think these tires
And,
would have
and,
stayed?
and it's interesting that you have that up there because that's the actual very last movie I saw in the movie theater in 1985. Was
oh
Spaceballs.
shit, that's
You've been in your
awesome.
house for quite some time.
Oh,
No, I get out all the time. I'm just not paying the usurious fees that they charge to go see a goddamn movie.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
yeah, yeah. So, question. Do you do voiceovers at all?
No,
Why?
You should. You
definitely
got a great
because
voice.
I've never had anybody make that offer before. Everybody tells me that. If you know somebody that does voiceovers, tell them I'm here.
You'd be the guy who's like, in a land
In a land.
long ago.
Go.
See?
You just, I mean, you just don't know. I do
I
voice.
have your father.
Exactly, bro. I do voiceovers for a living, and I don't even have what they call the golden voice, but I know it when I hear it, and you could definitely make some extra side cash. You could definitely pay for all that marijuana with voiceovers.
Oh, the marijuana's free, man. The government pays for that.
Oh, there you go. You got a card.
You got one. No,
Are you a
he's-
veteran?
No, he's not.
I am.
No, he's on the program where they pay him to smoke it, or not pay him, but he.
Well,
gets it for free.
I'm a disabled veteran, and my disability money goes to marijuana.
Exactly.
Because the Army, at 19, I got a finger cut off while I was in the Army. The Army waited 2.5 years till the day I got out to tell me that, oh, by the way, by Army regulation, that's the only member of your body that you can lose that we don't have to pay you for.
What?
Wow, that's kind of screwy.
Oh,
And that's what I said. What? And they went up on the shelf, pulled down the book, page 699. There it is. Left ring finger, no compensation.
Sweet amber waves of grain.
So I
be
got a check from the VA, and it started at $26 a month in 1977, and it's now 140 something, 142, I think. And every penny of that goes to marijuana, and it has since day one.
Well, we appreciate your service, my friend. Thank
I
you.
did it just for you.
I believe that.
We're just here for a little subliminal deprogramming, and the Tesla space car here is definitely part of that.
So what am I being deprogrammed from?
Well, that's a good question, and we've hoped that you would ask, because it's a little bit disturbing to understand that the very people that you were employed by to protect us, well, I believe we've been lied to quite heavily on a lot of different ways.
Okay.
What do you think about that? How do you feel after serving for the government? Do you think that they were giving you the whole truth?
No, of course not. I knew that while I was in the Army, because when was it 1970? Where was I? Was I in Kimpo when they found the tunnels? Well, anyway, I was in Korea. It was either 1974 or 1975. They discovered tunnels under the DMZ.
Oh.
And while investigating the tunnels, the North Koreans blew up the South Korean end and killed a bunch of Americans and GIs. It did not come out in the American newspapers until like 1977 when I was back in the States in Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
So they waited a long time to
about
tell us
2
that?
years. About 2 years.
Hmm.
So yeah, I've known about that for a long time.
Underground tunnels is something I've been hearing more and more about.
Well, if you go to South Korea, you can actually go on a tour and they will show you the tunnels.
Wow.
At least the southern end, because they blocked them off, obviously.
Why don't you ask him the golden question?
Oh, let me give you the golden answer.
Wait, let's
he's ready
he's
for
gonna
it.
assume, and I'm gonna let him assume, and I would love to hear what is the golden answer to the presumptuous question.
No, give me the question. I'll give you the answer.
I guarantee you have no idea what we're about to ask you. And
I guarantee you have no idea what answer I'm going to give you.
I'm wondering. I'm on the fence with what he's going to say.
Before we do that, I hope you don't mind. You're going to witness the death of a stormtrooper that keeps egging my car every time we do a guest
I need to duck
drink.
my head?
Yes, you're going to have to duck.
On.
Hold on. Let me fix it. I'm twisting the knob. Hey, duck it. Here it goes.
Okay, here we go.
All right, come on, minigun. Do your thing.
Okay.
What? No recoil?
No recoil. No,
there's no recoil in space.
Amazing. Amazing.
And we got that gyro spinning in the bottom of the car that keeps shifting its weight, you know.
Okay.
There's no recoil. It's all in timing. It's in sync. It's perfect.
Beautiful idea.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, what's
yo-yo spin.
What's the question?
Oh man, you ready? He's gonna skip us after we ask this
Don't
question.
skip us. Just give us some time to talk to you.
At least till the end of that joint. You got to put up with us, okay? Ready? I know how long it takes to smoke it. You can't skip us any earlier than the rest until it's a roach.
Please don't tell me what I can and can't do, because I have a tendency to go ahead and do exactly what you don't want me to do. So
please.
I give you a break. Please or not, I don't like being told what to do. So I give you a break this one time. Go ahead with the question.
All right, you ready for this? Oh my gosh, how do we ease into this? Because this is a very smart man, but I'm hoping that he's smart enough to really be able to converse back and forth instead of just thinking that we're idiots. Because I can tell a smart guy when I see one. But I know
there's nothing wrong with the question.
You're beginning to get condescending. Ask the question, or I'm going away.
I'm going to let her ask the question.
Okay. All right, my veteran friend. Do you believe in the 1960s that the Americans went to the moon?
Yes.
That's what I was afraid of.
I was afraid of that too. That's kind of what I thought you'd say.
Based
on the American flag in the background.
Wait, say what?
Okay. First of all, you're the one making assumptions here. I have that flag up there not because I'm a patriotic idiot, but rather because it was the flag that was on my wife's grandfather's coffin, and he was a World War II veteran, and it's there in his honor. So, again, your turn.
Okay.
No, that's fine. No dishonor here. No dishonor at all. We're not trying to do that. We're just asking you. Let's ask the second question. Why do you believe they did it?
Because they didn't have the technology back then to fake it. There were too many people involved, too many thousands of people involved, and with the basic technology they had, every country in the world watched it happen as it happened.
Okay. So,
if you think that it's all videotaped and happened in the studio and this and that and the other thing, really? Come on.
Have you ever researched it though?
Absolutely. I was there when it happened.
Not on the moon.
No,
I wasn't on the moon.
Well, he saw it, right? Tell us, what do you mean? What do you mean by that?
You saw it on TV. Is that what you're saying?
Watched it launch. I watched them come back. Other countries watched the radar. Other countries followed them as far as they went to the moon. So I don't know. Do you believe the Earth is round or spherical or spheroid or egg-shaped, oblate, whatever you want to call it? Or is it flat?
Why do you ask us if it's
Answer
flat?
the question,
That's a
please.
weird question.
I answered your questions.
Oh, you finished the joint yet? We still have a deal. Remember that.
He was a closed book, man.
That was so good. You finished your joint yet? Hey, if you liked what we just did right there, you're gonna have to catch it another time. You like the tang going by?
Mm-hmm. Something that NASA gave us. 10. Tang.
If you liked just that little bit of taste of that, this is what I do on the Flat Smackers live channel. So if you're just here watching the news and you liked any bit of that,
I gotta say, because they're saying it in chat, the funniest thing that man says was, Back then, we didn't have the technology to fake it. Wait, I'm saying we don't have the technology to do it, but he says we don't have the technology to fake it.
I couldn't wait to start tearing it. But you see, we had to tiptoe into that. We had to tiptoe. So we were walking on eggshells like a mofo.
Yeah, he was an angry man. He was an entitled man. You know, I did my time, and you're going to listen.
Listen to the flag story behind them with the grave. Oh, my God. We had to tiptoe on eggshells or the whole floor would fall through on it.
Yeah.
And I was willing to do that. I was willing to really be spoon feeding the guy for at least the next 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But man, you gotta just whip out the rug from under us. I'm sorry, bro.
The sad thing is, though, when I find an older person, they are hard nuts to crack because, like he said, he saw it. He was there. And Walter Cronkite said, you show anything on TV and the American people will believe it. So, whatever. That's why I personally like you, Flatsmacky, and the younger crowd, because they're way more open. They know, well, why haven't we been back to the moon in 3 generations? You know, what is the deal with that?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the younger people, they grew up with video games, and they can tell the difference between garbage and reality, especially when you show them the claymation stuff. Oh, gosh, you can't pull the wool over their eyes with that. And then I show them the Cassini satellite footage. You can't pull the wool over their eyes with that. They're obviously able to tell that that's fake. So, anyway, guys.
Do you want to try one more?
Is that what they're saying? One
No,
more?
I'm asking you. I think because it was just such a sad thing. I feel like I want something positive.
Oh, well, that's what gets me drinking.
Oh, I will be back.
All right. I'm going to get a beer. We're going to get a refill here. We're going to do this again. I was going to end it. So thanks, Caroline.
Do we want this?
No, we don't need that.
Okay.
Thank you, though. It was upsetting. I really wanted to talk to that guy. I really, really did. Really did. It would have been good. I mean, it would have been nice. Let's do another color. What are we going to do? What other? Yay! Oh, the gravity set.
There we go.
You didn't wear your Velcro shoes this time.
Woo! That's not for me.
Pick another color for me.
Another color. Oh, let's see. How about light blue? Like Easter egg blue. Ooh, I kind of like that. It's almost like glow in the dark against the velvet background of space.
Our teeth look
Ooh, our
interesting.
teeth.
Should we have a drop shadow?
What's a drop shadow? Oh, I see it now. Why does it make us drop when you do the drop shadow?
Oh, I can change the angle. See, we can change the angle. We can even be like way out here with it.
Oh, can I show the audience the fun thing that I discovered?
I hope it's PG-13.
Watch this, everybody. Floating head in space. Woo! Sorry, I'm easily entertained, and that was kind of fun. So yeah.
Okay, are we done? Are we ready?
I'm trying to get ready.
All right, we're gonna do this. They're gonna wonder why the hell we're all so colorful and stuff. They won't know. Like imagine seeing this for the first time. Like what? Even as a nerd like myself, I wouldn't know how I'm doing this live. At least live. Like I could say, it may pre-recorded, but that's why people always ask me, "Are you real?" They're always going.
They think you're a bot?
They think I'm fake. Yeah, it's hilarious. They think I'm fake at this point.
So yes, Adam wants to do it again.
All right, guys. I'm gonna do it again. Let me say hi to everybody who might actually maybe be watching in the Facebook chat, because if you're watching in the Facebook, please go on over. That's why people always ask me the YouTube channel. They're always going the YouTube channel, Horry Sheet Show, please. Gregory says borderline content. I don't feel like I'm with anyone here. Gonna leave. Yeah, Gregory, I'm telling you guys cannot stay in the Facebook. If you're watching this right now, do you think I'd be sitting here if it was just one of you? Get out of the Facebook chat. Go to the YouTube chat. All right, ready? Let's do this, Caroline.
Ready?
Omegle, here we come. Omegle? Charlotte?
Yes.
She spoke.
Just seemed to have better.
Yeah, we weren't even like, I can't, yeah, I could see why they skipped us in the beginning.
Because there was no picture.
There was no picture. Chat roulette, it's hitting start. Let's smile at the camera. Oh, good, it got us. There we go.
I didn't even smile.
I know, I didn't either. I kind of look pissed off, actually.
Ceiling fan? Ceiling light?
That's a smoke detector, isn't it? No, it's
That's a light.
That's just a light. That's next to him.
Please no penises. Please no penises.
Oh. Hey, is that a dirt devil? About time I see some pussy on here.
Oh my god.
Oh, he skipped us.
That was hysterical as a cat.
It was a cat.
That was so cute.
He skipped us. Hey, Broseph. Damn. Caroline, can you show a little bit more?
No, I cannot.
Okay. Okay.
Why don't you show a little more?
Is it? I wonder if it's gonna glow. My nipple gonna glow?
Your nipples?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Didn't glow.
That's so unfair.
It is
Guys are allowed to show nipples. Girls.
I know, right?
I hated that when I was a kid. My brothers would go around topless, and then when I did it, my mom said, "Put your shirt on." I was like 3. So unfair.
Jelly, bro. Jelly.
Why don't you give out one more wrench?
One more wrench?
Yeah.
One more wrench. Let's see if this... I was going to ask her if she wanted me to give out a wrench, but I think she's busy.
Yeah. Is that a bot?
Yes, that was the bot. But I was wondering why the part of her boobs was like way up here.
I don't know. Because she's a bot.
It was weird. Okay, let me ask this guy. Let's just watch. Hey. Damn!
He was quick.
Oh, man! He was like Quick Fingers McSkipper.
Uh-huh.
Quick Fingers McGee.
Too dark.
Hey, I got a question for you, sir. A big question. Damn it! Screw these guys. All right, I guess I'll give out another wrench. Who deserves a wrench, Caroline?
All right. Oh, Carrie Musgrave. Hey, Carrie. I'm looking. I think a lot of people deserve wrenches. Can we give out more than one?
Can we give Bob 2 wrenches? Bob's in here. Bob, we saw that.
Bob from Glowbusters?
We were talking about this at the beginning of the show, dude. Vegan Warrior, VW, Vegan Warrior. If I ever see VW again, I'm going to think Vegan Wacko.
Mm-hmm.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. I sent you a Facebook message, Bob, about it. He wants a jackhammer instead of a wrench.
Oh,
Bob
wait,
does.
I would give you a jack. You would definitely be one of the 3 that had a jackhammer in my channel.
Do we have a limit on the amount of wrenches that we can give out?
No.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to the top then.
Oh, look, I didn't type in the phone number a long time ago.
I did it.
Oh, you did?
Okay. Well, first off,
Can I
Dave
trade my
Marsh, but
wrench
he's
for-
probably gone. Dave
Vegan
should be-
Warrior did seem to lose his mind, didn't he? Yes, he did. Bob, do you want to call in and talk about that? I would love that.
Yeah.
I mean, just to clarify, you don't have to, because I know it's not a drama-filled thing, but geez, man, I watched that. Me and Caroline watched it twice, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was upsetting to watch.
I was wondering if he was A, on some substance, or B, just pissed off because he's only eating carrots and celery, and he took it out on you, Bob.
No, something.
That was
He's
weird.
just mad about being a vegan, or
Yeah.
was he literally like, did he drink? Or was he on like some kind of speed or some kind of mind altering? Dude, I mean, honestly, if you look at the very first start of his broadcast and then you immediately skip 2.5 hours in, his countenance changes. His eyes get redder.
Scroll up to the number, Bob, or you just put it in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Here, I'll do it again, Bob. Bob deserves me to type it again, but I hope I don't do it in the drunken enough manner. 26430. Okay. There you go. 504-264-3609. We're going to have Bob from Glowbusters. explain what happened on the Daryl Marble chat room podcast the other day when Vegan Warrior seemed to have lost his mind. And again, to recap, Bob was on to talk about the personal dome thing with Daryl because Daryl had some trouble explaining it. He obviously had admitted he was, in his own words, stumbling over it. Mm-hmm. And Vegan Warrior decided to attack Bob for talking about Tartaria on a completely separate broadcast. Yeah. So we're going to pick that up. Bob, thanks for joining us on the Horry Sheet Show's Flat Earth Digest Live episode 13. How's it going?
Hey.
Hey, Bob.
Sorry, what's happening?
Nice to hear from you.
Oh, man, so nice to hear from you.
Yeah, no problem. I've just been, I'm just working on the show for tomorrow, so I was flipping around for something to listen to, and there you were.
Well, that's right. Sunday tomorrow.
It is Sunday tomorrow.
I'm thinking it's Sunday now. It's like my days are so off.
You know, pot smokers with no schedule, they never know what day of the week it is.
That's the third time she's told me that pot has impeded my performance mentally.
He knows I'm
I love she can rib on me. That's okay. Yeah. So Bob, you know what? I mean, this was disturbing because I mean, Vegan Warrior has I mean, I've heard him start to do his yelling thing, but I've seen him do that on his own channel, and I've seen him do it when he had a lot of support by him with other panel members, but I haven't seen him do it against another flat earther that obviously is not going against him or isn't doing anything blatantly wrong. You talking about Tartaria is not blatantly wrong in the eyes of anybody who believes flat earth is a thing. Why does this man think that he thinks that you need to just stop derailing the flat earth movement?
Yeah, you're ruining it, Bob. You're doing it all on your own. You're ruining it.
I mean, that's what he said. You're derailing the movement, Bob, you shill.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know, but it's that six-figure CIA salary. I can't help myself. You know, what can I say?
I see why he's mad then, yes.
Yeah. No, you know, the deal is, I think this all started out, he had already been talking about that he didn't like the idea of mud flood, and he thought it was all some sort of COINTEL PSYOP, whatever. And when he was being vocal about it in the chat, you know, he got timed out a few times. And it's fine that he expressed his opinion in the chat. In fact, we have a moderator, Racer FE, who is, you know, I absolutely love the guy, but he didn't care much for the mud flood topic either. And I just said, look, you know, you're welcome to your opinions, just don't start harshing on the guests. Well, so Racer FE, of course, was being really cool about it, you know, and I didn't mind his objections. I didn't mind anything that he said. But then Curtis comes in, and he started really making it personal, and he started getting very carried away. And one of the mods, I don't know which one it was, but at this point, I'd like to give them a medal, timed him out for, you know, just being an asshat, essentially. And this happened more than once. And so he went off and he made a video the very next night, basically saying that we were purposely shilling, trying to derail the flat earth. He accused me of, you know, making the Behind the Curve movie with explicit intentions of making, you know, all the flat earthers look like fools. It's like, are you serious?
Like, you know how he was going to edit it. Like, yeah, oh yeah, Bob, you went in and said, yes, I will do my part, knowing that Behind the Curve people were going to kind of smear it in the dirt towards the end. I haven't watched it yet, but that's what I heard. It didn't quite go the best way it could have for Flat Earth, although we got a lot of good points across, but they did leave a lot of stuff out. I can understand why some people like Vegan Warrior could have a problem with anybody who participated in it, but from what I gather, you and Jaron and everyone else that participated in it did not know how the producers were going to finally represent Flat Earth.
No, not at all. And in fact, you know, when Daniel Clark came and Caroline Clark said, they said, look, we're not out to make a hate piece. We just want to give this voice, right? And they came across as very sincere, and we're like, okay, well, cool. You know, and again, we had no control over what was going to be edited together. But of course, then the final product came out, and, you know, they made Jaron and I look completely foolish. You know, they cut in this part, you know, where I was talking about, I was at a Flat Earth meetup, and I was saying, oh man, you know, we had just gotten these fiber optic gyro results back. Yeah. And I said, you know, if we came out with what we knew right now, we would absolutely be annihilated. And I was being frank. And of course, the very next weekend, and I do mean the very next weekend on Globebusters, I disclosed those results. I said, look, Seventh Day True Seeker did these tests. He bought the gyro himself. It was not crowdfunded, contrary to idiot ball earther beliefs. He bought it himself, and yes, he absolutely detected a 15-degree-per-hour rotation. Well, what the hell was that? Well, the answer lies in going back to the Michelson-Gale experiment, where they got the exact same results. And so, this came, and then, of course, Michelson-Morley came after that when they were trying to detect the Earth's motion through the aether. They couldn't find it. But they did get this 15-degree-per-hour rotation, so they were trying to figure out what that was. Well, the answer lied in the Aries failure when what was happening is it was actually the ether that rotated around the Earth that they were detecting. In other words, it's the energy that the stars are doing. So anyway, all that aside, but I sent that information to Daniel Clark, who obviously he didn't put a bit of it in the show because he was more interested in making the science part of it look foolish. And so he painted Jaron in a bad light. He painted me in a bad light. He painted Mark and Patricia like it was some ongoing love earth, a flat earth love affair. It was really sad. And, honestly, I'd probably punch Daniel Clark in the mouth if I saw him again. But, that's, I digress. So anyway, Vegan Warrior was going off on that. And, he just thought that, even though I made it explicitly clear at the beginning of the show, I said, we are not promoting this as fact, that we are simply looking at the evidence of what's being presented here, of what Martin and UAP are going to present. And I said also that, hey, this is my channel. I have an interest in this. I really want to do this, right? And it turned out to be one of our most popular shows ever, right? So, but Curtis didn't like that. And so he made this huge video calling me a shill and an agent, basically, and that the Globebusters were, normally we're all technical and scientific, which is true. But you know what? There's nothing that commits me to be doing that every single week.
No,
well, Curtis didn't like that.
It's your channel, man. It's your stream. You can talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about. And I mean, why don't people understand that? I see other flat earthers attack other flat earthers for that one thing. And if you could substitute Tartaria in this instance for any other topic, it's like, why do we have to talk about one thing? Why can't I mean, look, I talk about a couple of different things, and I'm glad nobody attacks me for it, but I guess I put myself out there from the very beginning that I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. But maybe I might, what if I start talking about Sasquatch? I might lose half my subs.
People attack you.
Wow, we just had D Marble and the DeLorean come by. There was a lot of traffic up here in space. I don't know if anybody saw that just now.
Need a light. We might need a light.
But no, Bob would be like, what the hell's wrong with that? If he attacked you for that very reason. You decided, Bob, to talk about something other than flat Earth. How dare you, dirty shill?
I know, right?
Oh,
and you know what's funny is and then another thing that really set him off was, while I was on D Marvel's show, I said, look, I've never seen a Sasquatch. I don't know what's going on with that. They may or may not be real. There's interesting footage of it out there, may or may not be real. I don't know. But one thing I do know, and I found this out a long time ago, and it blew me away, and anybody can look this up, but the state of Washington actually has several Sasquatch preserves all over the state. That's a fact. It blew me away. I'm like, no way.
Hey, I did not mention Sasquatch like it's ridiculous because I'm also looking into it on the down low, and you're going to see a video come out soon enough on because the Horry Sheet Show is not, wait till this happens. I don't just talk about, my channel was not made to talk about just the flat earth. The Horry Sheet Show is anything that you might say, holy shit. Horry Sheet or holy shit. It's so, yeah, Sasquatch is included in my channel. This is Reiki, astral projection. I mean, I might talk about reptilians one day. I don't know. I don't think that's really a thing. But who knows what I'm going to bring up. But I don't think anybody should look at you and say, well, you're a shill because you talked about something other than flat earth. Like, come on.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. And it's funny you mentioned reptiles because I came across a video today that somebody actually posted in our chat in the comments section about, and it is footage of a live baby reptile.
Oh, no.
And I'm watching that and I'm going, get the hell out. It actually looks like, I'm sitting there going, Oh wow, you got to see it. Honestly,
I know what that is.
I don't know what to
Bob.
think of it.
No, I know.
Have
what
you
that
seen
is.
it?
What
is that thing?
That's a human with like a skin disease that is like it's like extreme eczema. It's like extreme, like your shit is reversed.
No. You're thinking of something else, Horry. This video,
I know
this
what you're talking
little
about,
baby's
Bob.
got these.
Bob, I know what you're talking about. The eyes
toes.
puff out. The eyes are red and they puff out. The skin is
Did
cracked
you see
everywhere.
Did you see the toes? Did you see the toes?
Okay.
He's actually got claws for toes. I'm just going, that is freaking bizarre, man.
All right, no, I didn't see that, but I think I know for the most part what you might have been talking about. I thought it was these it makes the baby's eyes look like they're puffing out and they're like all like blood swollen. No?
Oh, this is bizarre. Now, you know what? Let me pull it up and I'll post it in your chat.
Oh yeah, let me look it up. I'll show everybody right now. Let's see what it is.
Yeah, and I honestly don't know what the hell to think of this, man, but it's weird looking enough. It really makes you go, whoa, what the hell is that? All right, so, okay, I just found it. Let me paste it in your chat.
Okay.
There it is. And, yeah, what's weird about this is, like, whatever it is, it's got toes, you know, that look like kind of claws. And, I mean, it could be totally a puppet. I don't know. But it's really weird looking, you know? And I just thought it was interesting. And I'm not, now let me say for the record right now, I'm not saying this is real at all. I mean, all I'm saying is like, wow, that's freaking weird, whatever it is.
Yeah. This is a very, very, very rare, from what I've read. I saw this one time and I looked into it. It's a very rare skin disease. It introverts our, what do you call it? What do you call the epidermis? Mm-hmm. It introverts our epidermis. So it's like it's reversing everything. And the only thing you can do is extreme lubrication. There's some babies that were treated like this. They very, very rarely survive. But
yeah, look at the feet though. Look at the claws on the feet. What's up with that?
All right,
you know,
let's look at the feet in maybe a different light. As far as I know, it's like if you imagine your fingernails introverted, what would that even look like?
Yeah, this is just it's some kind of a birth defect.
It's a birth defect.
That's all.
I think this is a birth defect, and it's a terrible birth defect because they just don't
oh my
survive.
God, yes. Yeah,
I saw this video, Bob. I saw this video surface earlier this week on the Truther Network, you know, because we get recommended videos all the time, probably from people that we watch. And this is the exact one that I saw earlier in the week. And I knew about it already, but this video is passing it off as it's not, just as it says, it's not a human mutation. And hey, you be the judge. I'm not going to say I'm an expert. I don't know. I'm not going to go against your word, Bob. I'm just going to, and I didn't see the toes or the claws like you said.
I'm not saying it's real, Horry. All I'm saying is it's freaking weird, whatever it is, you know?
Yeah. For all I know is it seems to be a terrible the birth defect. And, but you know what? I hope that it's, just to clarify, people, what the video is, what the person that's presenting this video is saying is that what if this is a reptilian elite that has inbred or that has bred with a human, and this is the result from that? All right, that's what the video. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bob. Isn't that what they're saying?
Yeah, I think. Well, it really doesn't have any voice behind it. It's just the text that's on there.
Okay.
So, and like I said, somebody just posted in the comment sections. I looked at that and I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, whoa. So whatever. But I mean, you know, you have to wonder about stuff like that. You really do. You know, just like, you know, I've seen so many videos where, you know, it seems like people appear to be like morphing into, you know, some sort of reptilian type thing. I don't know what to think of it. I really don't, you know.
Yeah, the eyes, I've seen those videos where the eyes do that, and I've seen a lot of videos where, that could just be a satellite connection from A to B blipping out, and that's how your satellite receiver, television receiver can recombobulate the signal. I get those green squares or those blotchy squares, or like the wristwatch. You know this one, the wristwatch on the astronaut in the ISS.
Yep.
That could just be a recompilation of the stream from video compression. I mean, that could just be explained by that. But then I do see those freaking pupils that go from round to cat's eyes, and I can't explain that. So I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
but now,
about.
now you know Mike Helmick talks about that as being those
Yes.
contacts, the VR contacts,
Contact lenses.
that's causing that.
Mm.
So I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm no official expert in this, but you know what's probably going to happen is Vegan Warrior's going to watch this, and then he's going to make a video and say, Bob Nodell is pushing reptile people, and it's like, you know, people are such idiots. They will do anything to discredit anything you say. And really, I'm really disappointed in Curtis. I could not believe that he came across like that. And if you saw the first video that he did the day after the show, you know, he called us every name in the book, you know, that we were some sort of shill disinformation. It's like, who the hell are you to tell me what I can put on my show and listen to two other very respected members of the Flat Earth community, Martin Liedtke and UAP? It's like, get the hell out of here. You know, I mean, he really torqued me off. And I'm sure if you saw the part of Dave's show, or Daryl's show, D Marble, I was a little more than annoyed at him.
Oh yeah, we saw.
And I mean, the guy,
listened.
he wouldn't shut up. I mean, he was yelling like a madman the whole time. It was insane.
Why are you muting me? Why are you muting me?
Bob,
Why are you muting me?
Bob, how were you able to mute him?
Why are you muting me?
How did you do that? I thought only Daryl could
Will you
mute
use
people.
a control panel, Bob?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, yeah, I know Daryl muted him, and I even muted him a couple times. But the thing is it never muted him. The whole time that we could not hear him, it came out on the live stream the whole time. I mean, never was he ever muted. It came out on the live stream the whole time. But that whole time I was talking to Roxanne, we could not hear him because, you know, I had muted him and said, you know, screw you. I'm done listening to you. The guy was screaming in my ear. And then he came in and, you know, he kept yelling. And at that point, I really lost my cool and I went after him, you know. And I don't think he really expected the fact that I was going to fire back like that. So, yeah, I'm done with that clown. He's banned from Globebusters, and I will never, you know, talk about him or to him again. He just, you know, he crossed the line, period. So, did I lose you? Uh-oh. I think I lost you.
The mic, the mic goes out. Remember? So we're gonna do it again. We're gonna call Bob back. Hold on.
Yeah, Adam was saying that.
Okay.
Sound.
Yeah, go ahead and call us back, Bob.
Can you hear us now, Adam?
If you can hear us, Bob, go ahead and ring us back. All right. Yeah, I mean, I can only go so far in my stream without losing.
Does it have? Do you know when the time limit is?
Oh no, it's just if I have enough tabs open that check for the microphone, it cuts off the audio. It's weird. I need to upgrade the computer and get a new sound card and run the microphone directly into like the sound PCIe Express slot. Like that's the next thing that's gonna happen to the stream. As soon as I get the money to do it.
Yeah. Hey,
it's happening.
You had in the space.
All right, Bob's calling back. Oh wait, Bob. I'm sorry. Hold on, Bob. Oh shit.
You gotta get a new number.
I gotta get the email thing up, Bob. Hold on. And now I'm getting an email saying, yeah. I know, Bob. I know. I know you left a voicemail. Hold on. I just made Bob leave a voicemail live. I just sent Bob straight to voicemail. All right, try again. All right, try again. All right, here we go. I forgot. So now we've refreshed the tab, and we'll be able to hear Bob's call back. And
oh, he left a voicemail.
Yeah,
that
he
sucks.
left
There you go.
I was gonna read the voicemail. All right, sorry about that. Thanks. Yeah, we fixed the microphone issue. Can you hear me?
Okay, it's like I was talking to you, and all of a sudden it's like, bam, you were gone. So
yeah, that happens on my thing, you know. So yeah, you were saying that. Oh man, I don't know if I remember exactly the last thing. He was just.
I was talking.
Outrageous.
Yeah, he really did. Like I said, you know, at that point, after seeing that video, and I wrote, you know, 3 or 4 comments, you know, back on his first video that he released on Monday. You know, he got everything wrong. He's like, oh, Jaron didn't even want to be there. It's like Jaron was there the whole show. Jaron said in the pre-show that, He was really interested in the topic. He hadn't studied it much, but he was really interested in the presentation, and he said he probably wouldn't have a whole lot to comment on because he just didn't know much about it. And I'm like, okay, cool. But so he was listening the whole show, and he's fascinated by the topic. And but you know, Curtis Vegan Warrior is just saying, oh well, yeah, Darren obviously thought it was awful, and so he didn't even go on the show. What's up with that? I mean, these ridiculous assumptions. I could not even believe it. But yeah, he, you know, and I made it a point at the very beginning of the show to state clearly that we are not producing this as gospel. We are simply looking at what UAP and Martin are going to you know, present to us today because I'm interested in it. So yeah, if the guy doesn't like it, screw him, you know. But he came in, he disrupted our chat. He was name calling. Of course, he got very irate with me, name called all the way through the video. Of course, everybody heard what he said, you know, at the very beginning. And he even attacked me, you know, calling me all these names and said, well, yeah, we'll go back. You were the one that started calling me names. I'm like, I don't think so, Slim.
No, right. We heard it. Yeah, we heard it. We were there. And no, he like I said, this is why I'm advocating for you right now, Bob, because look, man, he jumped the gun. He was out of line. I agree on so many points with you. You can talk about anything you want on your show. Number one. Number two, you're not derailing Flat Earth. Number three, you're not a shill. And no, you didn't go and attack him. He was just completely off the chain, and he tried to backtrack and backpedal, and then he just forgot what he did, and apparently said, well, you called me a name first. And I was like,
that's why I think he was on something.
That's what I was like. Is this dude on something at this point? And I hate to say that if I'm wrong, but it seemed like the guy was just fucking whacked out on some coke, bro.
He did. He sounded like he was completely coked out. Coked out.
Right?
I mean, I couldn't believe. And the other thing that he said that really pissed me off is he's like, "Oh, you go around, you know, professing that you're some sort of leader of Flat Earth." And you know what? I'll say it now and I'll say it again. I have never, ever, ever proclaimed myself to be some sort of leader of Flat Earth. In fact, yeah, granted, we have a popular channel and all that stuff, but I hate the fact that anybody thinks of me as a leader in this community. I don't like that at all. I don't want to be considered a leader. I don't want to even have that role. I do what I do, you know, and I've done it for 4 years. Obviously, it comes with a little bit of notoriety, and that's all great, and it's appreciated and everything, but I am not a leader, nor do I ever want to be called a leader. I'm not, period.
Hey, you know what, Bob? That's why I respect you, Bob, because that's what is respectable for people that are... It just tells me where your ego is, and your ego is not inflated. And I respect you for having such a respectable persona. You're doing it right, man. You're just doing it right. That's all I can say, man. And it's upsetting. I didn't talk about Vegan Warrior yet on my channel, and you know what, man? I'm just gonna say it. I hate that I have to say it like this because it doesn't even make me look any better. I have an intuitive knowing about people, and I just felt like at some point this dude's gonna go off the chain, and I couldn't explain it, but there's a reason why I never mentioned his channel on my show, and it's because I freaking know things well before they happened, and it sucks, man. But I'm glad I didn't. There's a reason why I didn't wrench NASA-ized CGI snakes.
Yeah, I hear you.
There's just a reason, man.
Yeah.
I just don't explain myself anymore, and I don't think you owe anybody else an explanation. You're not a shill. You're not derailing Flat Earth. You're not promoting Tartaria. Bro, you're just doing an awesome job, and I thank you for it.
Yeah, and I'm certainly not in it for the money. In fact, most people know that all the money from the past 4 years, all the proceeds from Globebusters have gone to all the other Globebusters. You know, I've always said, you know, I've got a good job. That's great. You know, they can have it. And I have donated every penny of it to them. I'm not in this for the money. I am in this for the truth. I'm in this because, you know, I have kids. I even have a grandchild, right? And I want a better world for them. That's my sole motivation because this world is fucked up. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
It's got to change.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, even D Marble, I don't know if you saw his little video today, Bob. He's like, I don't know if I'm going to talk to Vegan Warrior again. We'll have to see. So, I mean, doesn't sound like there's a whole lot of love lost between Daryl and Vegan either. So.
Well, yeah, I know. You know, that was unfortunate too because Daryl, Daryl told him, he said, look, I was the one that invited Bob on. I was talking about this personal atmospheric dome. I was in the chat, as I often am on D Marble's show. And so he's like, well, maybe Bob can explain it. So I'm posting links and stuff. And he goes, Bob, why don't you just come on and explain it? And I'm like, okay, cool. Shoot me a link. And I did. So he invited me on, and I explained it, quite well. And then all of a sudden, Vegan Warrior decides that he's going to join the show. And when he did, when I saw him on the call, I just said, look, first of all, I've got to say something about this video that you put up, Curtis, and it was wrong. It was just wrong. Everything about it. I was calm about it, and I told him what my problem was with it. And as soon as he let loose, well, you heard what happened. I mean, it's like, my God, he was like a crazed out Coke freak. It was unbelievable.
He just went nuts. He wouldn't stop yelling.
Oh. Somebody in the chat was saying, "Why is his volume so low?" I said, "It's a blessing. His volume's so low."
The guy was just yelling and yelling, and he wasn't talking like you, Bob. Bob, you only yelled like twice because you had, obviously had enough. The guy was yelling at the top of his lungs the whole time. Thank God he was only at like a third of his volume.
And Daryl started yelling too.
And then Daryl, that was so funny. Daryl finally had enough. He was like, tell me what is the problem?
I know,
He was like, it was just so comical. The guy wouldn't shut up, and I hate to see this, man. I hate to see this happening. I wish he could have like just had a real civil conversation, but he wasn't there for civility. I think he's had it out for you, Bob, and he didn't want anybody to know that it's been stewing in his core, but he got the opportunity to let something out, and he let it out, man. But he let it out like in just the wrong way. I mean, first of all, he was wrong. It just seems like he had something bottled up against you, because he went crazy.
I know, it's crazy. And what's weird is Vegan Warrior was like one of the very first guests on Glowbusters, even before I became the host.
I haven't even
Jaron
been on your
hosted
show.
it.
Oh my God, Bob! I haven't even been on your. I just knocked over a beer and half a container of weed saying that, and oh man. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Excuse me. Okay. Well, he was on your show, and this happened. I was blown away. I mean,
he was, but I need to make it clear why he was on our show. First of all, it wasn't because he had any content or anything like that. In fact, it was before he even had any content, as far as I know. The reason he was on our show is Jaron decided to do like this kind of a lottery thing, where he told people to write into a certain address. I can't even remember how he did it exactly, but Curtis was one of 4 people that was picked to come on the show. And so he came on the show, and he was cool and everything. So, so that's what we were doing. We were just picking people at random to come on the show. And like I said, this was long before I even started hosting the show. So Jaron was doing it. So we're talking a long time ago, 3.5 years ago. It's crazy.
Wow. Oh man, I hate to see it happen where people just divide from each other. And I know he did a live stream for over 2 hours talking about what happened after Daryl's stream.
Yeah, three and a half hours.
Oh, I did.
That's
We
outrageous.
just skimmed through it, and we caught the 2 hour mark. And I told Caroline, I was like, wait, I got to hear what he said at the very beginning, because I'm sure he was more fired up than 2 hours later. And sure enough, he was. He was pissed off at the very beginning. And he felt like y'all were muting him. And I'm like, did this guy not understand that the whole time he was screaming and yelling? Like, of course, I would mute him.
And the answer to that is yes, we did mute him. But like I said, it didn't mute on the live stream. You could hear him the whole time. But the time that Roxanne and I were talking, when we were talking like we couldn't hear him, it's because we couldn't. Because I muted him. I got sick of him yelling in my ear. But
weird.
Unfortunately... It all went out on the live stream, so everybody.
It was like a back like audio that was going on. It was just like this guy screaming, and you and Roxanne having a casual conversation, and this guy's in the background going, "No, distraction! Get railing! Chill!" And I'm like, I'm sitting, I'm laughing my ass off as I'm smoking a bowl outside reviewing this. I'm like, oh my God, this guy went off. But, I hate to see people do that to themselves. Vegan Warrior, if you're listening to me right now, bro, I love you. I love you, bro.
Yeah, but man, you lost your mind, dude.
Like, whatever the hell, right? Whatever the hell happened, dude, Bob has a right to talk about whatever the hell he wants to talk about on his show, just like I do, just like you do, just like Jaron, just like Nathan Oakley, just like whoever the hell makes a freaking channel. We don't have to stick to one thing, and especially because you put the disclaimer out there, Bob. You said, hey, I'm just talking about this because it's interesting. Boom, done,
Yeah, and you know what's crazy?
Say anything about it.
Exactly. And what's crazy is, although I have never, ever claimed to be a flat earth leader, and nor do I ever want to be looked at that way,
Right.
he is the one that's putting me in that position. Well, you're a big flat earth leader in a channel, and you derail. It's like, screw that. You know, don't tell me just because I happen to have a large following on Globebusters doesn't mean that I can't talk about what that. If I want to talk about, pink uniforms and fairy farts, I'll talk about it. You know.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point too. Yeah, exactly.
And you're gonna derail Flat Earth if you do it.
Exactly.
Bob.
Oh, that's
Of course.
Don't derail it with fairy farts.
That's the thing is you couldn't derail Flat Earth if you tried, Bob. Flat Earth is bigger than
No.
all of us, and he should know that. You know.
I know.
I don't get
Yeah,
it.
no.
Anyway.
I never could, and I never would. I mean, I have not committed the last 4 years of my life to this community to go off and derail it. What happened with Behind the Curve is unfortunate.
Yep.
You take the good with the bad, but the flip side of that is look at the Guardian piece that just came out. I mean, I really got to be good friends with those guys, the 3 guys that came out and did the Guardian piece. I'm sure you saw it.
Yeah, you did. Good job.
And
That's awesome.
oh my God, they painted us in such a beautifully favorable light. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And they said they would, and my intuition told me that they were 100% on the level, because honestly, when they left Denver and they left my house, not only did I feel like I was really good friends with these guys, but I knew they weren't going to make a hit piece. I knew it, and they didn't. And I'm so happy about how it turned out.
Is that out yet? I have to do something on that then. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Unless
Oh,
you
it's
have
out.
Unless you have it handy.
Oh, take a look at this. Look at the lunar module. Oh.
The lunar module exploded.
Oh, you're gonna see that in about 10 seconds, Bob. Oh.
That's awesome. Yeah. No, I see it.
You see it? Well, man,
Just blew up.
it's just gone.
But-
Like,
Yeah, no, D, if you haven't seen the Guardian piece, I mean, I could not be more pleased with the way that came out. I mean,
okay,
wow.
I gotta look at it. That's we can't see everything, right? We can't see everything, and that's one of the things I missed. Yeah, I know about it.
Yep.
I've heard about it, but I just forgot to look at it.
Yeah. I was really pleased with it. I just, yeah.
Yeah,
So
good job.
anyway,
Hey,
so
thanks
that's that's what that is exactly what you deal with. We don't know how they're going to portray us. Some of the pieces have been, I mean, way worse than even Behind the Curve. But like Mark Sargent says, it's all press, some good, some not so good. We have to expect that very few people are going to paint Flat Earth in a favorable light. So the only thing that we can do is put our best foot forward and, let the cards fall where they may. If somebody approached me to want to do another documentary like that, again, obviously I would have a lot more reservation about it.
Right.
But by the same token, it's like, here's an opportunity to at least try and get our side of the story out.
Exactly.
So what would you do? What would you do?
Yeah. Who would Vegan Warrior rather do the? Who would Vegan Warrior rather see do the Beyond the Curve documentary other than somebody like you or Jaron or what? Well, who else would we pick? Let's say Eric Dubay, Eddie Bravo. Who is the other guy? I mean, Matt Powerland. I mean, come on, no. They picked who I would hope to do or play parts in it, and look what happened. Okay, you're not to blame. Jaron's not to blame. Patricia's not to blame. Mark's not to blame. They edited it. They knew what they were doing, and they're gonna profit from that. And you did the best thing you could do in Vegan Warrior.
Oh crap! Did we lose it again? I think we lost it again, Horry. I can't hear you, but I think you can still hear me. I'm going to call you back, but I just lost you again.
Don't get it. All right, we passed out some wrenches, and by we, I mean me.
Okay, we're getting there. Ooh, oh, all right, we're back. All right, hold on, Bob. We're gonna get you back, and this will be the last time. We're gonna do a call here, and telling you, man, like there's nothing else I can do to fix it at this point. I've rebooted the computer. I don't have any tabs open. Like this is all we can do.
He's gonna keep trying.
All right, yeah, go ahead and call us back. It should be ready to go, and we'll wrap it up here in like the next probably 10 minutes because I can't take 2 pee breaks on my stream. I think I'm just gonna take one more pee break right after this call. Hey Bob, thanks again. You know, we're gonna wrap it up here, and yeah, I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, I fixed this computer problem, but we're back on track. Yeah, it's terrible. Okay. It's terrible how he's just gonna attack you for doing what you want to do, and I totally support you on this. I hope that he comes around, and I hope that he can continue to be a flat Earth component and not attack other flat Earthers. That's all. I would welcome him right on back in. Like just stop whatever the hell that was the other night.
But he needs to apologize.
I would say he probably should. Yeah, he probably should. But you know, hey, man, just
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm a pretty forgiving guy, but believe me, he would have to make one hell of an apology because he was so far over the line on everything that he did. I mean, 4.5 hours worth of streams, you know, just bashing me on every level. The written assault, everything. I mean, wow, I don't even know what to say. I feel ultimately betrayed, and because I've known this guy, like I said, on the very first shows of Glowbusters. So, you know, what do? I don't know what to say. But all right, well, you know what? I will get off the phone then and continue watching from the outside. But thanks for having me on, guys, and letting me kind of explain my side of it without having to scream at you.
I know, right?
No screaming aloud on the show.
We didn't have to mute anybody else yelling in the background while they had a civil conversation. I'm so glad about that. No, you know, I thank you, Bob, for coming on. I really appreciate that. I was really interested to hear how you felt about it. So this was definitely a win-win. And yeah, thanks for calling in tonight. I appreciate it. Keep doing what you do, man.
All right.
Yeah, keep up the good work, and hi to your lovely wife. Give her 2 hugs for me. One for me, one for Horry.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I sure will, guys. Thanks a lot. Take care.
Bye, Bob.
Bye-bye.
And I just want to reiterate this to Vegan Warrior. I did not invite Bob into my stream or ask for his one-sided story just to crap on you, Vegan Warrior. I will say it again. I do side with Bob because I feel like you were way the hell over the line. You were way over the line. And I think when you reflect on it, maybe you'll see that Bob's not
a shill.
He's not a shill. He's not what you accused him for. He's not shilling. He's not trying to promote Tartaria or derail Flat Earth in the same sense. Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. You just got it wrong. Nobody on the panel, D-Marble, Roxanne, nobody agreed with you. The chat didn't agree with you. Whatever beef you might have with Bob or Glowbusters or Jaren or Tartaria, it's probably about time you just said, yo, I'm sorry. Or you just reflect on it until you can do that, because it was just wrong, man. Whatever you did was wrong. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining us for the Flat Earth Digest episode 13. This was a pleasure. Thank you, Caroline, for joining me.
It was fun.
It was fun.
We need to do this more often. It's been, what, a month and a half since I've been on here with you?
No,
It's been a long time.
I'm like living with you and stuff, right?
No. Don't start rumors, people.
And we got this awesome ability to, like, we can wear white and black stuff and change our colors.
And we can match. Wait, let me go my
I would stick my leg up, but I have to pee so bad. I'm just gonna limp to the bathroom right after I get. I'm telling you, I gotta pee so bad. All right, you guys.
Thanks,
love you.
everybody, for being in the chat.
Goodbye. Any last words?
Stay flat.
Keep it flat. I'm here to wake people up. Who's with me? Bye-bye.